hit the button, and the stream has begun. I'm so glad we decided to drink eggnog before doing this. It's made my voice just perfect, the best quality. Oh my god. Hello, I'm PikaChokeMe's. Welcome to our host club. That's it. The stream is still starting, so things are slightly different. I don't even know if anybody remembers. I don't know if it's been like 16 days since I last streamed, and every day for the last 16 of those days I've been working on stuff in the background of the stream. I did that thing again where I got like so involved in working in the background of the stream I didn't actually like stream for the stream. And a couple times I thought about doing like, we'll just say like the making of streams. I'm alive. Hello, I've thought about you and I missed you, and every day that I didn't stream I felt guilty for not being here, partially because I knew that you were out there and that you stream almost every day. I don't know if that makes you feel weird or anything. I apologize if it does, but I was like, oh man, I'm gonna become a PNG and then I'm just gonna become just a memory like at this point. But yeah, I changed so many things about like the background. You're supposed to be, I know, I feel bad too, because every time I think about starting stream, I'm like, I know it's like a time you'd be in bed, and I'm just like, oh, fuck. But yeah, I changed stuff. There's like a window back there now. There was one before, but it's like different now. It's got like rain and stuff on it. That took a long time to do. Everything in the room now reacts to, not everything, a lot of things in the room react to music. That took a long time. I feel like I didn't know if it was worth it. I still don't know if it was worth it. I spent 16 days on this, by the way. And I kind of like it sometimes. Other times I'm like, I don't know. I've listened to funk music like so many days just trying to test this thing to see like the music react. It gets really kind of like going when like there's a really obvious like beat in the background. I was hoping it would like look cooler. I think it could use some improvements, but I feel like this is about what I got to, that I was like, this is dismissible. You know, this is I think we could work with this. Also, the scene's like a little bit brighter now. I think we have like bloom and stuff. Finishing a project is almost always worth it, even if you overdo it. I do feel that way. There was a moment last night when I was like finally almost done, and I was like, I think I can finally like stream tomorrow. And I watched the thing, and I watched like my model, and I watched like my facial expressions and stuff, and I was just like, I don't know, I just felt really happy to like be a VTuber and like have actually like worked on all this and made like the stuff. I felt like I had a goal. I wanted the room to react to music, and it does. And I was like, oh, I was like, this is it. The fruit of my labor, you know? I do feel like it is like, I don't know, I would like to do like more projects though, where I don't like lose so much time like in between streams, I guess. At the same time, I don't know, I guess I'm not like a super big streamer, so it's kind of nice because it's like I can just disappear. I have the luxury of like disappearing, right, without like having to meet expectations and things like that. So, I don't know what to make of it sometimes, but yeah, this is it. This is what I have built. It's a little bit different from before. We upgraded to Unreal 5.5 because that happened at some point. I think it happened pretty recently, like sometime this week, maybe last week. You never make things, you must exclusively have artists do stuff and then badly integrate them. See, sometimes like I want to do that with like certain things. Like I want to do that with like emotes and stuff like that. But for like the actual stream, I don't know, I feel like I'm very picky about like the look and feel of like the whole design of things, which is dumb because I feel like a lot of times I design this room and then we never use it for anything, and then I just go like slap Satisfactory in the background for like a large portion of it. And I don't know, sometimes I feel like maybe it's wasted. I almost think like my dream VTuber kind of goal would be like if I could just work at some other like VTuber company building like tools for them to stream. I feel like that'd be kind of fun, I feel like, but I don't know if anybody's like trying to hire someone who's doing that thing or doing that. So I feel like I mess with my phone and I feel like my eyes are crooked. But, yeah, so I upgraded to Unreal 5.5. There's a whole bunch of stuff that changed. Nothing changed like too much as far as code goes, so that was kind of nice. I didn't have to. Ame has that kind of role right now, it seems. I feel like she does it for like her own stuff though, right? I don't know if she does it for like other people. Although I do think she's built like a couple of cool things for like HoloLive. I guess I don't know if she's still like doing stuff like that for HoloLive or if she's just I think my audio just like popped there. She's person stream now? She streams on she's become another person, I guess. Or another person was born into the world the day she disappeared, depending on how you want to, like, look at that. So I'm drinking water. She's actually done, like, a lot more, streams, I think, since, like, she's quote-unquote quit streaming, I guess. Than when she was like still actively streaming, so it's pretty interesting. Yeah, I do think like she uses like a Warudo, if I didn't murder that with my American pronunciation. I think that's a thing I guess a lot of people use. I know some people just use VR chat like straight up. I probably should have used that at some point and saved myself a lot of pain, but I feel like I'm too far invested into this at this point. And it does have like nice open-ended possibilities, I guess. The downside being that I have to like program them and make those possibilities happen. But yeah. We'll run off of the I clearly do my own thing at this point. I know that's like the thing though, it's like I feel like wouldn't it be so much easier to just be able to like patch into something that other people are already doing and works. I feel like I started doing my own thing back when like I didn't know many Unity options. Misanachu be with you. That honestly inspired me to start the stream. I was like, fucking Christian has like more followers and subscribers than we do. I was like, fuck it. Alright, I guess I'll click the button, we'll go live. It can't be any worse than like some other streams have gone, I suppose. Yeah, oh, I found out those like lights in the background. So there's a submarine back there behind that window. That was eating like 40 milliseconds of like frame time. I guess those lights are running like RTX or something. They're like an RTX ray that gets blended with like all the pixels they cross. And I made the beams like super gigantic because there's like a whole ocean floor back there because the whole thing is like set underwater. And then I found out later after like turning like literally everything off in the room like one at a time, I was like, my frame rate increased like so, it was like staggering, like the difference when I shut all the lights off there, or shut all the lights back there off. That's the anti-aliasing quality kind of went down a little bit. This could be a bit of like nerd stuff, nerdy updates for everything that I've spent the last like 16 days working on. Upgraded to Unreal 5.5 and DLSS is not out for that version of Unreal yet. So I feel like I just switched to like DLSS before we like upgraded. So we had really smooth, like nice aliased stuff, and now you can tell the floor is kind of like chunky again. And that's because of I had full screen and my music stopped. Oh, it's because it's in a separate, never mind, I figured out the secret to the puzzle. We'll just put that back on, I hope. You can hear me clicking. This is supposed to be the sound of the music starting. Alright, there we go. Yeah, the floor got a little chunky again because the aliasing's like not that great. That said, we're using the built-in TSR. I'm kind of impressed. I think last time I switched off of this because it was really bad, and it was it's because I held the mouse like way up to the microphone. But yeah, I was using DLSS because it's really smooth. TSR was like really bad. It used to have really bad ghosting issues. I don't really see anything right now. We'll see how well it works when I like actually boot up Satisfactory here. I also like really like over sharpened the output from the temporal. What is it? What does TSR stand for? Temporal something resolution? Temporal TS? I don't know. I have to look this up. I want to say it's like temporal super resolution. Oh, it is. Okay, it's temporal super resolution. But yeah, so it's like downscaled, and then I think it renders like, I think I've talked about this before. If you want to know anything about TSR, if you don't really care, I apologize. You just nod your head because it sounds like I know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I think my knowledge is about that deep as well. I just think I know what I'm talking about without understanding a lot of the nuances behind it. I think TSR, as far as like, so it's like it renders at like a smaller scale, and then it uses like time to basically render like, it's not like a flat percentage of the frame, like it doesn't render it in chunks, it kind of renders it in like randomized dots, if I remember correctly. And so it'll do like, I don't know, I want to say like 60% of the frame, one frame, and then the next frame it'll draw 60% more of the frame, and then the next frame it'll draw 60% more of the frame, and it just kind of does that like randomly, like in little bits and pieces here and there. And then slowly over the course of time, this like builds the entire image that you see before you. And so it's like doing that kind of smudgy, and then it's like anti-aliasing it over like a course of frames, or like a course of time. So that's where the temporal aspect comes in. I think experts are just the guys who know the most, not necessarily a ton. That could be true, although I guess if they know the most, then they might know a ton. I don't know. I did get like, so for the actual like audio analysis on this, I ended up asking in like the Unreal Discord, and like the actual like audio engineer guy for like Epic Games like responded and was like, he's like, here's how you do what you're trying to do. And I was like, oh, thanks, because I was so lost. I was looking at like random C++ code, and I was like, I have no idea what the fuck to do with any of this. And he helped me out a lot and was like, here's how you do what you're trying to do. And I was like, I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know if we're going to listen to funk the entire time. I do feel like it shows off the lights and stuff pretty well. I've been listening to this Halloween funk playlist since like Halloween ended. And this has been how I've been testing my scene. This is it. I'm very familiar with the song. I've played this so many times trying to test like the room. And it's great because like this song is not that intense, and then the song that comes like right after this is like so much worse in terms of like if you look, so there's an actual equalizer like on the side of the room now, and you can see the it's like a thing, Brazilian funk. I think like funk is like I pronounce it funk. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. Your wife used your toothpaste. You guys have like separate toothpaste? Yeah, there's like an equalizer over there. Certain parts of the room react to different parts of that spectrum. I haven't figured out like a methodology to like how I'm gonna do this yet. My goal was like just like a Christmas light show type of deal when like the music plays. And I think I want to hook that like spotlight behind me into it, and then I want to like maybe do something more with that light over there, that like yellow one in the corner. But yeah, this is what I spent 16 days doing after work. Like every day I would do this. And then I played some Apex. I did a couple like Apex tournament things, so I'm scratching my arm. And yeah, I'm trying to get like back into Apex, I guess. And that's been an experience, I suppose. It's weird because I went from like playing Satisfactory for like a month, and then I tried to go back to like playing a real FPS game that required like fine motor control, and I was just like, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. But I think that's it. I think that's all I have to talk about. It took 12 minutes. That was not a lot of minutes. Oh, I know this song. I'll play this song, and then we're gonna switch to like breakcore, and then we'll do Satisfactory. Remember monitoring OBS type connections between audio / visuals? Yeah, it's like so Unreal's kind of nice because it's in C#, or not C#, C++. It's pretty low level. So it's like it actually like has an audio mixer built into it, and then that audio mixer can open like different hardware devices. So it has like a opening to my actual mixing software, and it has an opening to like just my music track, which is nice because I separate it anyway. So it's super cool. So it's like I can get a really clean audio signal from like what's playing from the web browser, and then just do like spectral analysis on that. And then it separates it into that like, sorry, the other side, into those 10 bands over there behind the wine bottles. And yeah, and then it determines like how the intensity of like how it lights stuff up in the room. And that's a bit of like glossing over it to a certain degree. Because there's actually like some calculations are done on the CPU, and then they're passed off as like events that go like straight to these material textures. And so all this like material texture like brightening and dimming is done on the actual GPU. And that's because it's like it can all be done in parallel there, as opposed to doing it on the CPU and having like the CPU take it over. And, yeah. Also, you did that tip thing, and I'm super glad that that worked, because I've tested literally nothing, so I feel like the stream could end up, I could like crash midstream, and that could just be the end of it, I feel like. But yeah, I did have some issues with like ray tracing at one point, and I tried to turn like everything ray tracing related off, because I worked on it. And then I finally like, after I finally looked it up and I found out some other dude was having this problem on the forum, and it was actually a problem with like the actual engine. But before that I was freaking out, and I guess I'm still a little freaked out because I actually did like upgrade, and I had to change like one of the, I have no idea if you can hear me right now. I realize that I'm playing very loud music. But I realized I changed one part of like, let me move the mic as well. I think like right before stream I accidentally punched the microphone and I like sent it to the sky, and I was like, well, like, that's great. I spent like 3 hours adjusting that one stream. I was like, all that work is gone. So I just kind of pointed it back at my face-ish, and I was like, well, I hope that works. So, yeah. What am I thinking? Oh, this is a different song entirely. I don't like the way these blend because I always feel like it should be the same song, and it's not. Alright, this is it. Yeah, we'll begin the satisfactory section, I think. I had something I was gonna say, I forgot. Oh yeah, I didn't know if like RTX was gonna like just lose its mind or like crash my GPU or something, because it was for like a little bit. But yeah, I took all my particle systems out and tried to mess with them and fix them and stuff because I thought they were the problem at first, and then it turned out it was the problem with the actual engine itself, and I was like, oh. It's like, well, they're like, here's this hacky fix you can use, but remove that immediately when 5.1 or 5.5.1 comes out. And I was like, wow, thank you. I wanted to be like an asshole about it, because it's like, I feel like this is like a game engine, right? And it's like, I'm on version 4.4, whatever is like the latest for like a reason. So like, thank you for releasing version 4.5 of your, I think it's 5.4 actually. But I was like, thank you for releasing version 5.5 of your engine that like doesn't even fucking let you ship a game build properly. Oh no, the lights in the background there. Also, I don't know if I'm gonna keep like the spectral analysis thingy down there. I thought about it. I kind of want to keep it there. The problem is the light is stuck there. I don't know if I'm gonna do about that. There may be a short intermission while I rebuild and hide that light. If my game capture actually works at all. There's just a black screen behind me. What happened? I remember it like loads like after a little bit. This like just straight up isn't loading. I kind of want to leave the game in the background though while I do this. This looks correct. Is that what you said? Looks correct. I can't tell because I have like a League of Legends like window capture in front of this, and I'm like, is the windows, the League of Legends like hiding the satisfactory, or how's this working? Or I'm wondering if OBS is like running as an admin. I'm in the void. I actually wanted to do like so there's like a couple desk color redeems, and I don't have like some super complex ones. Wait. Oh no, never mind. I thought I'd figured out the secret. Oh, I think I know what I did actually. I have figured out. Okay, so I'm not transparent. I dumped like the rendering settings for my project, and I think I removed the transparency buffer. Now I feel dumb. I should have tested this better. I have to boot Visual Studio. Maybe this will be like a could do like a making of stream. You hate it when you're transparent. Not transparent. I know the thing is like, okay, so there's a I could explain more, I guess, but so I'm rendered to a spout texture, which is supposed to be like, it's just like a shared texture in GPU memory, and when it has like a blank, so how do I begin to like try to think. So my model is rendered onto this texture, right? And in between frames, it's supposed to like blank it out with like basically like nothingness, like alpha nothing. And so as it does that, that's what allows like this texture to be like composited onto other stuff in OBS, because it's like that part of the picture is transparent. So it's like a PNG, right? You just put it over stuff and it's like all the transparent parts are the parts that like show through. But right now I'm not transparent, as you can see, or as you could see. I'm like, I'm apparently I'm just entirely like the fringe is blanking to like all black basically, which means that Satisfactory is getting covered by all the stuff. There are 2 wolves inside of you. One of them looks like you, one looks like nothing. I believe it. Have you seen? I feel like every now and then a joke makes me laugh that I feel like I shouldn't laugh at because I'm supposed to be like a member of like an ally of the LGBTQ plus community, and this is like a safe space. But every now and then I think of those wolf memes and like the one that's like, it's like the punchline is like you're basically you're gay, you know, at the end of the punchline. It's like there's 2 wolves inside of you, one of them's gay, the other one's gay, you're gay, and it's like that thing makes me laugh like every time, and I always feel like I'm like I shouldn't laugh at this, but I'm like I find it so like funny. I don't know. Not in like the bad sense, but it's like I don't know. I feel like, you know. I watched a whole like a Cards Against Humanity stream earlier, and it was very unhinged to say the least. And I did laugh at a lot of the jokes, and I was like, I don't know. I feel like normal people would laugh at them, but I also feel like, what does this say about society? I'm like, are we bad people? You know, am I just a bad people? I don't know. There was a lot of things I wouldn't have said in that collab, but a lot of things that people did say that I thought was pretty funny. Tried to take that stuff too seriously. I know I do too, and I feel like a lot of people don't like mean stuff like that like in any kind of harm. But then I think there's a lot of people like hiding in the system that kind of do mean it in like a harmful way. And so I feel like it gets like complicated, right? Where it's like, I definitely like don't hate anybody for being like anything about themselves really. And I feel like I treat people like they're people. Yeah, exactly. It's like to me, you're a human, and I don't care much about like the details or the rest. And that probably sounds bad in like a certain way, but I feel like it also has other merits in other ways. And so it's like, I'm gonna switch to like just chatting while we figure this out. I don't want to mislabel my content, you know, Twitch will be super upset. I'll switch it to politics. This is a political stream now. Yeah, exactly. So there's like people who walk the line on purpose. There's people who like take advantage, and then people who are just assholes. I'm like, why? I feel like it takes more energy to like be an asshole about stuff than it does to like just not be an asshole about stuff. And that's the part I like don't get, where I'm like, why? Oh, you know what? I think there's like a setting I'm supposed to enable to like use this thing. I think I thought about it and I didn't enable it. The problem is I don't remember what the setting is called. That's something to do with like the tone mapper. I have to find. Oh no. I'm never gonna find this in a hurry. Segway. Do you know how much I'm gonna Google auth over the controversial stuff? I don't mind either way, I guess. I feel like it's a small stream, right? It's a safe space, kind of. We're open-minded here. Should I put the room back while we do this? You can at least admire. My jaw is cracked. You can at least admire the background of like the. Oh man, I'm trying to think like. I don't even know what I'm looking for either. I'm probably gonna run like super garbagey for a while, because I'm running like the Unreal Engine in the background of a thing. It's a shame that this NSFW art is age up, and the mods were like, do we ban this guy? Does he mean? Yeah, it's like yeah, see, there's like people too, because it's like some people joke to like be edgy, I guess, and like I think a lot of, I don't know, I don't even want to say that like a lot of them. I say like some people don't like mean any harm by it. I think they're just like the tone just doesn't come across in text well, or it's like their first time here, right? And you're like, I don't know anything about you, and I don't know what to make of this joke. Like that you have just told, that what I hope is a joke that you've just told, right? And so it's like sometimes like that's tricky too, because it's like if you know people for like a long time and then they're like you get their kind of humor and then they make a joke like that, you're like, oh, it's like he's kidding, right? It's like he's fine. And it's like other people, it's like you don't know what the heck they mean by that, you know? It's like what? Like what are you talking about? So it's like I feel like that's like a big part of it too. I'm gonna look up the word tone mapper. I hope it's okay, I found yeah, exactly. Which is what I feel like you could say about a lot of relationships as well. Some of them are also just time and place issues. I do feel like there's a lot of people that like I've had relationships with in the past, like things didn't work out, but it's like I think about them now and I'm like who I am as a person. I'm like I bet they were really cool and we just like didn't see like eye to eye at that time. Okay, I see it. I found a screenshot, but this guy's screenshot is in Korean, so look up alpha. I also have alpha selected. So I apologize that I'm like looking for this. I hate this because everybody's like, just make sure you have this in the project settings, and it doesn't say like what part of the project settings. I'm like, this thing is massive, bro. Right, I'll do the one thing that I know how to do first. We will move that lamp behind everything else. We'll make it disappear when all the other stuff disappears. That'll be one part of the problem solved. We will, yeah, I do want to like do more like talks or discussions about how this all works at some point. If anybody actually cares about that or is interested. I do feel like there's a lot of like interesting things going on here, and there's a lot of like times I've met like other like VTubers. Like I'll go to their stream and I'm just like, I want to ask them how they do things, but I don't want to like derail their entire stream or make that like the whole point of their stream, because I feel like a lot of people get really like mad when people break the fourth wall and stuff, and I'm definitely not one of those people. Like if there's any questions about production, like feel free. I wish there was like a tag for that too, which is I'd put like the breaking the fourth wall tag on there, because I was like, if you have questions about anything, feel free to ask. It's kind of interesting. I can show you what I've learned in my short time as like an Unreal Engine developer, I guess. Seems like a Discord thing to me. That could also be the thing too. Yeah. But a lot of people are like big streamers though, and I'm like, I don't want to like, you don't care who I am, and you don't give a shit about what I have to say on your Discord. For small streamers, it's like probably fine, but with like okay, enable alpha channel support and post-processing is the setting we're looking for. Let us look up post-processing. I guess alpha channel probably would have worked. I don't know if I see this setting anymore though. I have this fear that like it has been removed. Oh no, I don't actually see this option anymore. You ain't asking anyone you haven't spoken to in a one-on-one. That's like, yeah, but then the problem is like I want to know like how a lot of like other streamers are doing stuff, I guess. I've been on the road, I've never asked anyone anything ever. Never ask anything ever, to be honest, but to tell anyone anything you learn. Exactly, but I feel like I wonder how many people are like in that same boat, right? Where it's like, I think it was cool that like Doobie, I think that's her name. She talked about like she talked about how she used like Warudo and like about how she set up like some of her stuff. And I thought that was cool, and I was so glad that she like shared that, because I find that like super interesting, but I wasn't gonna be like the person to actually ask those questions, you know? It's like oh man. don't see this option anymore. So I don't know how this works. This could be a very short stream. As a child, I yearned for the factory, but as an adult, I must fix my Unreal Engine project. So you need to figure out, and you can't justify asking someone if you don't put the time into learning. That's how I feel a lot of times too, like even in like the Unreal Engine Discord. But then I'm also torn because it's like a lot of times it's like you'll save yourself a lot of time and pain if you just actually ask the question to people. And some people like don't mind. I feel like there's two sides to it, right? Where it's like some people are like, well, if I didn't have like the free time, I wouldn't have answered type of thing. But other people are definitely like, I don't know, IRC used to be really bad about like, there's just be a bunch of like people that'd be like, well, did you read the documentation? I'd be like, no, because it's like 69 pages long and I don't have that much time. Like, I find like Discord people are pretty like, they're just like, ah, whatever. Like I wouldn't have answered if I didn't have the free time. Just ask whatever, you know, like type of thing. I don't know how this works. I don't know how to Unreal Engine anymore. I'm like reading all these different settings. None of them are the one that I'm looking for. There is definitely like different alpha options. None particularly for the trying to read this thing. Someone offered to help you with running old games on a virtual machine. You're like, I can't promise I'll remember how to do this when I'm ready to play them. That is fair. And that is also like, that's the thing I'm really bad at, I feel like, where I'll ask someone the same question. That's why I actually like really kind of like, I do like AI for the purpose of like asking it random shit. Because I'm like, I can ask you like 20 times, like, how do I hard boil eggs? Which is something I've definitely asked the AI before. And it's not gonna be like, holy shit, man, I've told you this like 40 times, bro. It's just like, here's how you boil eggs. And then like a week later I come back, I'm like, how do you hard boil eggs? It's like, here's how you boil eggs. I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. So it's really good for like simple things like that, where you're just like how do I hard boil eggs, you know? And it's like, it'll tell you. And I'm like, I love this. It's just so great. I don't have to bother like a human being with this anymore. Although it does get into like the implication thing of like where all the people who teach people how to hard boil eggs gonna go, you know? No one's gonna ask them how to hard boil eggs anymore. I do feel like there's a bit of a double-edged sword is what my brain wants to say. It'd be more niche knowledge aggregated or pinned in DMs, to be honest. A note-taking issue. That's, to be fair, like, I don't know. I know a lot of people like at work and everything that like keep notebooks and stuff like that, and they like jot down things, and I think they're really smart, brainy people, and I'm like, well, that's so genius. You like write down what you're gonna do so that you can remember how to do it, and then I never ever do that. I did actually have like a note-taking app for a while, and I was kind of using it for like a little bit, but it's like I feel like my brain just like doesn't. I'm too impatient. I don't have the time to like stop and take notes about anything. And I feel like I definitely should make more notes because I cause myself pain later when I'm like this tone mapper thing, right? It's like if I had a note somewhere that said exactly what setting to use, I wouldn't be sitting here scrambling through like Discord trying to be like, oh fuck, what do I do? Right? I would just be like, oh, that's right, you just change the setting. Although I guess in this case I'd be screwed either way because Unreal Engine has changed since I would have taken this note, and I wouldn't know what to do in this case. So I'd still be screwed. So maybe, you know what, maybe this one's like one point for not of taking notes, because I guess what do you do if like your notes are like wrong? What do you do if technology changes around your notes and then your notes on how to do something don't change? I feel like it doesn't work for like hard boiling eggs, right? Because I feel like you're probably gonna hard boil an egg the same way for like most things. I feel like the egg boiling process isn't gonna change, but like Yeah, that is true. There's a whole thing about like distributed consciousness. You talked about like offloading your knowledge and stuff like that. And it is like that's like a lot of like airplane pilots and stuff like that. They're just fucking notes like all over the cockpit for that exact reason. Because it's like it's super easy to just like offload your brain in that way and like not have to worry about it. So it's like instead of having to memorize like the entire landing procedure and potentially fucking it up, you just get the landing checklist and then you're like, okay, here's all the shit we have to do to make sure we land the plane properly. And it's way easier than like, again, like just having to memorize and keep all that stuff in mind. And there's a lot of like niche stuff too. It's like, what do you do if you lose one of the 4 engines on the plane and it's on the left side? And it's like, what, like, so there's just like checklists and stuff like that. It's like no human, I don't know, I feel like humans are kind of bad at stuff like that sometimes. It's like pen and paper is definitely a good solution to that problem. Sorry, I keep like, I'm still doing the research on the tone mapper setting. The last time someone mentioned this was like this month, like 19 days ago. So I'm like, oh boy. I don't know, can I find like their actual documentation? I wonder if their documentation has been updated. I'm trying to think, what are we gonna look for here? I'm so lost. This is why I don't do development streams either, because I feel like 90% of the time it's just me sitting here like, oh, I don't know what to do, and then I just like looking shit up on the side and like, oh, that's how you do what to do. So it's like, I used to like try to do it for like a little bit, but then I started to feel really self-conscious and I was like, I'm kind of dumb. Like all I do is like sit here and look up everything. There's like a Code Miko quote that kind of sticks with me, and at the time I was really lazy and like not very big into like developing in my own VTuber shit, or even like using Unreal Engine or anything like that. And she just said like, you think we're all kind of dumb? I do sometimes. I don't know, some people I feel like are like, they're just blessed. They've got like they've got the better brain or something. I don't know. Better at faking it, maybe that is the case. But I don't know, I just feel like she said like, she's like, I'm not very smart, but I'm very persistent. And I was like, oh, and I feel like that's kind of it, right? I feel like you just have to like be borderline obsessed with what you're doing to the point where like you just keep doing it and you don't give up at it. And then I feel like that's it. That's like half the battle. Just keep banging your head against the wall and then don't give up until it's done, I guess. And there's actually like a quote like that. I think it's like fall down 7 times, stand up 8. And that used to be like my Aikido teacher's like favorite quote. And he's like, yeah, exactly. He's just like, basically no matter how many times they knock you on your ass, if you stand up again, you still haven't lost, was like his whole mentality. And I was like, you know what? I suppose. Like, I'm trying to like, okay. I guess we need to test this somehow. Actually, I probably might have to restart the editor now that I think about this. I need to switch scene to hide stuff. And then I need to do that like for, this isn't gonna work because I'm bound on my regular socket. Also, that's my start message if you see that thing down there. I think I'm gonna have to close. I'm gonna become a voice for a moment, I think is what's gonna have to happen here. Become what I hate the most, or maybe what I should just become on a regular basis, because I feel like I spend so much time making VTuber applications. It's like I could just be a person, you know? The voice in your head, exactly. I could just be a voice, you know? I don't know what the Just Chatting train has. This is pretty bleak, actually. I should have put a game on in the background or something. I could have made reaction content. That could have worked. I'd show you the like Unreal Engine thing, and maybe I will, but it's kind of cursed. Cause like, this is Miley Cyrus. This like song, can you hear it? Okay, that looks like it has alpha to it. We'll try to ship this and we'll see if this works. If this doesn't work, then we're fucked. this definitely sounds like my outside. You can't tell this is like, and we won't stop, you know, and we can't stop or whatever. It's fucking Mickey, bro. Don't fuck with me. This is why 4-chord songs are like super prevalent in society. Alright, I have to package this. This might turn my CPU into like Jello, so bear with me if I start like, my voice starts beeping and booping and the stream quality just all downhill from here. There's an IP address that appears when you restart the Project Zomboid server, and you're like, I don't know if that's my IP, but I'm not showing that to the stream. To be fair though, I feel like IPs aren't like as big of a deal as like a lot of people make them out to be. Because a lot of people just like host websites and stuff off their own computer, and so everybody there has like their IP address and stuff. I guess that's like, I don't know, sometimes you can like look up like people's like general location, I guess, with like their IP address. You could probably find like their town, and maybe that's like the scary part. Yeah, the only other scary part is like if your firewall's like not on or whatever, then people like, I guess they try to like access your machine remotely, or if you leave like security backdoors in your machine, it's probably not very good. This is taking a long time to, oh, there we go. That beep boop sound means that like the Unreal packaging is done. Alright, I'm gonna pray that it's fixed the problem. Hello? I have to put a picture in the background or something. What can I put back here that like will know? I have my death counter from Lies of P. That is visible in the background. That is a good sign. That is behind the VTuber capture. Okay, we'll try this again. I hope that's it. I hope that's all I needed to do. I turned on like 2 settings, and I think only one of them was needed, so we'll have to go find out what setting I didn't need later. But I'm back. I'm not just a body anymore. Or am I? I'm afraid because Satisfactory window is open and I don't see the stream in the background. Oh, there we go. Oh, thank God. Oh goodness. Okay, I didn't like. I was like, I don't know how much energy I have left to like stall this out if this isn't gonna work. I was just gonna give up. You know, I was like, ah, whatever. I'm a washed up streamer that never took off to begin with. Alright, we're done with this just chatting shit. Let us play Satisfactory. Dude, this starting screen here used to lag the shit out of my PC. Like, it would take everything out of my GPU just to run this, like, factory in the background here. I used to try to, like, it's just like me for real. Why is that? Because I don't have the motivation, or just because I'd be like, I'd just give up and cry? I feel like I'd go to bed and be like, oh, what a shitty stream. Why did I bother showing my face? I should have just stayed offline, you know? Just, like, in contrast to that, like, fall down 7 times, stand up 8. Yeah, exactly. Just, like, what's the opposite outlook? Just, like, when, like, Wayne Gretzky, you know? You miss 100% of the shots. Just, yeah, that's it. The end. That's the whole quote right there. It's like, if you fall down, stay down. Just give up. That's, alright, I hope I'm not gonna look like I'm staring at the floor the whole time either. I tried to calibrate for how I thought I would be like holding my face as I played Satisfactory, which I feel like I try to do like every time, but then I end up like not really doing that very much. Video game devs, why does your main menu require more resources than the highest intensity of your game? I do feel like it's like they're trying to show it off, right? They're like, oh, look at all the stuff we managed to do here. And they're like, oh, look at all the stuff they managed to do there. But then it's like, if I'm trying to run like an application on the side, like a VTuber or like a stream, it's like, bro, this is unnecessary. Like, you are using my entire CPU for this. I guess it's like, they want to, I guess, I do feel like they gotta like, it's like the first impression, right? Yeah, why does he run your game at 4,700 FPS? My shit is taking flight. That's my favorite, like, my GPU is preparing for takeoff type of shit. I used to love that. I've been on water cooling for a while, so it's like I don't have that same problem, but I do, like, who doesn't love a good, like, yeah, just fucking crank that shit. Prepare for takeoff, you know? Actually, I've had, like, I don't want to sound dumb, but I've had memories about this place. I don't know if maybe memory is a bad word, but like dreams. I've dreamed of this place. I remember this was like the last thing we did. It was like Monday morning at like 7, and I was like, all right, see you guys tomorrow. And then it disappeared for like 16 days, and I was just fucking gone. The whole idea was like, we're trying to refine plastic, I think. First impression of the game should be no more than just a fucking menu and a PNG. I actually wanted like young me back when PlayStation games used to have like the sickest fucking intro in the world, and then the gameplay looked like absolute fucking ass. I was like, Congress should pass a law that's like, your game must look how it plays. Like, that's what I want. I feel like that's the type of legislature I feel like the world needs more than anything else. More than ending like hunger or promoting equality. That's what I want to see. Exactly. I'm going on a date with this girl. I'll be back tomorrow. Don't tell me he got like murdered or something. I'll feel. I feel like please tell me he got married and didn't end up in like a ditch somewhere. That'd be kind of crazy though. Could you imagine? What if you're like, yeah, took off, man's married to that girl, father, never logged on again, said nothing. That was like, that's like the good ending though, because I feel like, I don't know, is it like a shotgun wedding? Is it just like one night stand? Oh no, she's pregnant. Oh no, I'm not a streamer anymore. Gotta get that job, gotta make that bread, gotta pay child support. Like, that's kind of wild. There's a couple people on my Steam friends list I see every now and then, and they've like been offline for like several hundreds of days, if not thousands at this point, and I'm always just kind of like, I hope you're like okay out there in the world somewhere, you know? Like, I hope you're out there and doing well. I need to find water for this operation. I don't remember why I need water. I do remember water was needed. I think it's for these. We have all that stuff. You just moved on straight up. That's kind of wild though. I feel like, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if that's like some like weenie mentality. I'm just like, bro, I don't know if I could give up the games that long. What is this? What are you? Are you refinery? You're making petroleum coke. I think we need this so that the coke can go to like these. I think this is what we're trying to do. And then these need water combined with the coke to like, where are your notes? They're actually like right there on the side behind my head, if I'm moving to the right side. But this was like, I'm just moved myself in front of the notes. I'm sorry. I don't know like what side of my model is what. So it's gather SAM, gather sulfur, collect 2 hard drives, clean up entire half a factory, add more steel and water. So I didn't like write down notes about this because this was like our in progress project. But yeah. Also the worst part about that like audio visualizer thing, I'm gonna wrap myself out like right now, right? So the spectral analyzer is still there. I think I'm gonna keep it. I don't know. I'll see how it looks like after the stream and then decide if I want it there or not. If I don't like it though, then I probably will end up ditching it. But that was like the one part that made me the saddest, was like I spent 16 days on all this shit. The only thing that like stays in frame is like the desk, and it only responds to like super bassy kind of frequencies with like a light echo in like the 9th frequency band or something. So I was like, I spent all this time on all this shit that like nobody's gonna see or give a shit about, but it's like, I guess whatever. I spent the time on it. It's already been done. It's already time spent, right? So I might as well enjoy it for what it is. I do think like one thing I got out of it though was I used the built-in TSR instead of DLSS, and I feel like it actually looks pretty decent. Again, because I had like bad experiences with it in the past, but I feel like for a little bit with DLSS, I felt like I looked like I was kind of like interlaced or like a weatherman over like the background of a green screen. I feel like this is kind of clean. Like the alpha cutoff on this, I'm very well like outlined, I think. It's hard to tell because it's really dark in game right now, and I feel like it only really showed up pretty bad in like light scenes. But yeah. Because my other thought is like I'm rendered slightly smaller than my actual stream's done at, and I was like, maybe I'll just like render at native resolution. I'll just render my model at the full resolution of my desktop, but that's gonna be really expensive, I think. I think last time I tried that, post-processing ended up like eating a shitload of my GPU, like way more than I wanted it to. So that's why I kind of stopped. Maybe we'll go back to that and revisit that at some point. I keep wasting jet fuel. Which is a Mac Miller song, I think. And he's dead, and it makes me sad every time I kind of remember. He did like a whole NPR concert, and I was like, wow, what a guy. And then I kind of like remember that like he's dead now, and I get like kind of sad about it. I heard that's like a, I don't, maybe I shouldn't talk about this, but like, I heard that kind of happens, like celebrities, like, I don't know if it's like a, I feel like my brain wants to say like go out, but like I feel like that's the worst way you could probably word that, so forgive my language. I feel like there's a lot of celebrities that like the I heard like waves of depression like spark after that kind of thing, because like people get like really sad. Like I knew that guy, or like I knew of that guy, and he's gone now, and now I'm sad. That's kind of crazy. I'm like in a giant echo chamber of like society. I run around back and forth in circles for like far too long. Okay, I think the problem here, there's Sam over there. There was like water back here. You're saying that death is contagious? I kind of, in like a way, I do think that does happen. I think a lot of people just get like sad and like depressed from it, but a lot of them do like, I think there are like copycat like deaths, I guess, after some of those things that kind of happen. I remember like right around the time like David Bowie kind of died. I think there was like a news article that kind of like talked about this. People are like, I'm sad that he's gone. Which I feel like is valid, but like, I don't know, I try to focus on like the parts about life that are like good to live for, you know? Robin Williams goes out, I don't know what I'm doing to the other to the world, not gonna lie. You know what you're adding to the world? I thought you were saying I don't know what I'm gonna do, like I don't know what good we're gonna do in the other world. So you're like, might as well stay here type of thing. What is this? There's water down there. There's also like a shitload of angriness in this direction as well. I think I need more than like one water thing. I also need to not die to bees or boars. I feel like that's like another one that makes me sad, like Robin Williams. That's why I feel like I try to like, it's gonna sound dumb because it's I try to like be here for like people or like friends. I'm like, you know, if you're ever sad, not to be weird, because I feel like a lot of people say this, but then like I don't know, I guess like doesn't happen anyway, so maybe it doesn't do a lot of good. But I just feel like, you know, if people are ever sad, they can like talk, and like life gets rough sometimes. I feel like it's pretty okay. I also feel like inertia is like the path of least resistance, you know? So you're already here, so you might as well like make the most of it. Why not stick it out for the ride, you know? I think these plants are gonna try to, not these plants, these like bees are gonna whoop my ass. I also feel like my game's running like too well. I think my VTuber application, sorry, I'm scratching my nose. Leave the universe's expense. I feel like we don't know that, you know? This could all be a simulation. We have no idea what the universe has planned or in store, or what's under this cave. Am I gonna fall under the world down here? Because I'm not looking forward to this. I feel like I should have just, so there was like a place in the wilderness back there that had a, I need the health inhalers, but I don't think I have them on me. Just eat like 100 of these, it'll be fine. I really don't have like healing things. Oh, I think I used them all last time because we got in like a fight with like a bunch of angry, pissed off bees, funny enough. Does this fit here? This doesn't fit here. Oh no, we're just missing materials. Well, this is, I feel like I remember this from last time. I'm getting like flashbacks. I think last time I wanted to build water things, I think I placed one of them down by like a different river entirely. And then we didn't have enough copper to make the rest. I was like, well shit, we gotta go back. And now like, here I am again. On my own. Like a twister. I was born to walk alone. That's our car, by the way. We need this to like get back to base. Even though I don't really remember where base is. I think it's somewhere in that direction. Oh, I remember this car being loud as hell as well. Also, that quote reminds me of Ballistic from Apex Legends, if that's not like a bad thing to say. For not making light of your universal experiences. Because he says life is a cruel game that plays us all. And he says mostly you. You know, like he's taunting the enemy. I need these. We need like 20 of these per like healing syringe. So I'm trying to gather all of them so we can do the healing syringe thing. There's so many of these trees here. This is like the promised land, bro. Is this like a tree? It's kind of short, right? Like, what's your verdict on this? How tall must something be before it is a tree and no longer a bush? I feel like my brain goes to like a terrible place. Like, and by extension, what distinguishes the difference between a bush and like a jungle? But in like a downstairs kind of sense, if you know what I mean. There's so many trees. I don't have the patience to like go through all these. This is where the SAM ore is harvested and brought back to the factory. I feel like I should do like a Willy Wonka's chocolate factory like tour of what's going on. That was a sick jump back there. I've never actually built like a ramp in this game and just like gone for it. There's actually like a half pipe like material building pack you can kind of like buy with the in-game tickets. Like, I've never done it. I've never made a half pipe. What if I'm missing out on like the magic of taking some sweet jumps? Remember earlier when I said my game was running super well? I feel like it's running like garbage now. That's like another thing I did at one point. My monitor used to be limited to like 120 FPS. Because I'd only ever like run it that because then I stream it like half that. It makes life super nice. But I realized at some point I was like, oh, I should just run it at like 170 and then just like lock my frame rate to like 120. Because then I'll get like the guaranteed 120. Because I basically just like to take advantage of recent satisfaction. Your favorite Tony Hawk game. Exactly. There's actually like a little cart you can buy. I've never bought the cart either. Someone made like an obstacle course for like this little cart thing. The factory cart. I need copper sheets. And I guess whatever else water plants are made out of. Ignore that they're water extractors, but don't mind me. Okay, we need plates, and then this. I don't think we have a ton of this left over. Because I think we're making like 500 of it, and then I think we're using all of it. Because my latest development was to like, I just need to fix that because it's like clipping through the floor and it bothers me slightly. Oh, I think I just finished this part as well. I remember this. I'm having like memories, bro. I built like all this. We just finished like all these production lines. All these stators are going into this thing, and I think they're making motors. And the motors go into this box, I guess. I don't know where these motors go. They just stay here. This is automation wiring. It's not motors. This is also automation wiring. These are just full, I guess. Because I don't think I knew that we like needed those for anything. There should be a bunch of like copper sheets going into something over here. I think it was over here. Yeah, look at that. Alright, I'm just gonna steal these for now. This probably definitely isn't gonna do terrible things to production. But we'll go with it. We have like 100 rubber. I also have a bunch of motors in my inventory that I probably don't have sitting there. I don't even remember what these motors are for, bro. I think we need them for some stuff or something. My legs. Oh, we need like 2,500 of these. I think. Is this an empty box? I'm just gonna put this stuff in here and then I'm gonna forget about it. Actually, I think we need these for like the factory stuff, if I remember correctly. I don't think we need these SAM fluctuators for. I feel like we have an infinite supply of these basically. There's like different uploaders. Is there an ender chest in this game? I don't know. This is gonna hurt you deeply if you actually play Minecraft a lot. I actually don't think I know enough about Minecraft to know what the value of like an ender chest is. Is it like a shulker box or whatever the heck they have? There is like interdimensional storage, which I think is pretty recent. I just unlocked that last time too, where you have like these steel beams in like the ether, and iron rods, iron plates, encased industrial beams. Everything that they could want to expand our storage capabilities. But then I think we needed like more relic things to like upgrade our storage capacity and stuff. Alien technology. Yes, I want to upgrade these more. I want more dimensional stack increases. Means I need more orbs. We should also take a bunch of these. Oh no, I don't have space for any of this shit. This oscillator, these supercomputers. I just need to. There's so much junk in my inventory. The problem is I need some of this. Now that it's like just interdimensional storage. You got it. Should I put these in interdimensional storage? Can I even do that? I'm scared we won't get them back out, and then we won't be able to like use them for the research. I think I'm not gonna do that. Can I put berries in interdimensional storage? It's like, why would I not? It feels like all this stuff that is like used to. I feel like you don't get a lot of this. I'm gonna try this. Oh, I can put berries in interdimensional storage. They don't even spoil. It's like the interdimensional refrigerator. The downside is they upload like one at a time. But that makes me think, can I use these at the workstation? I need barrel nuts. Let's see if we don't. I'm scared because like, I was gonna go to bed early for once. No. That does seem like something I would do. Sorry, I ruined your early bedtime experience. You have to go. Well, that I understand. I appreciate you for showing up, though. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I probably won't stream much longer anyway, to be honest. I say that, but then it's like I could be here for like literal hours. I'll probably get lost doing something. But no, for real though. Thank you for stopping by. I always appreciate you. I'm glad you exist. I'm glad we met. Not to be like too sentimental about it or anything, or like not to be weird, but yeah, you know. Take care, have a good night, and have a good sleep and stuff. Hope you wake up and you feel rested and you're like ready to tackle the world, and it's not one of those times where like you wake up and you feel like shit and you're just like, I want to go back to bed. So free up my alpha wolf or whatever. Yeah. Exactly, thank you. You know, I found out the wolves inside of me, you know. I guess I'm gonna put these in interdimensional storage and then hope that it doesn't mess us over at some point. Can I put solid biofuel in interdimensional storage? I'm worried that like we won't be able to use these. Now that there's one in interdimensional storage, it does seem to, okay, it seems like it works. All right, I think the idea is just gonna be to throw all that shit in interdimensional storage. There's a bunch of plates in my inventory that I feel like, let's put those out for now. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna feed some of these to the awesome sink. Oh, no, it's only like 200 plating, but we actually have a lot of plating in storage already. So we're like 400 plus like the 200 on us. I think we're just gonna, we don't need more of this. We're actually uploading this from like a constant stream elsewhere as well, so we're just gonna throw these. It really hurts me to get rid of the whole stack, so I think I'm just gonna throw this one in here. Can I put the spheres in interdimensional storage too? How does that work? Are they like... This is what I'm really worried about, because I don't know if I can use them for like the research if I put them in there. And I also don't know if I can like instantly take them out of there either, or like ever take them out of there. That says 5 out of 7. So what if I like feed one into storage as like an experiment? And then we'll see if it goes up or if it stays the same. I have these in my hands too. We should, that's a lot of, I'll just say it. I'll say it. That's a lot of nuts, okay? I said the word. Okay, that one in there. That's 4. out of 5. I hope the number has stayed the same. It is not. Stop uploading. We just pull these out like instantly. Okay, then I guess that's cool. You can like, it takes forever to upload them. But doesn't that mean I should just put them in there anyway? Because I can just pull them out whenever we need them. I feel like this game has like, inventory management has become something else entirely. It's evolved on a level that my brain cannot keep up with, that I don't know the implications of yet. I'm still like, I'm still stuck playing that like old school whatever the fuck, and this is like the brand new game mode that's out. This is kind of what I do with everything, to be honest. Like, I feel like Overwatch, like, kind of died for a long time, and I continued to play it forever, and I was like, everybody else is playing Valorant or whatever the heck else they play now, and I'm still here on like trying to get good on like last decade's greatest game or whatever. And I feel this way with Apex sometimes as well, where I'm like sitting here playing Apex and I'm like, everybody has moved on and found other games. Why am I here? Why am I so obsessed with like, I don't want to say mastering this lifelong skill because that sounds really stupid. In a way, I do feel like FPS gaming is like a skill investment. Is FPS gaming in the context of Apex a valuable skill investment? That I don't know. I'm searching my soul deep on that one. There's like a thing here. I think this is iron. That's what it looks like. Which is iron, but it's pure iron. This is also iron, which is pure iron. This is crazy, because like, we have a conveyor belt over there, and I'm like, we could totally just stack these like belts up. You know? And then we could just send it all back to the factory. I don't know what I need more iron for at the moment. I feel like probably nothing. I think I will try to not get distracted from my prime directive of building a big ass water pipeline back to this location. But I think the place we put the water pipeline was over there, because I think this isn't like real water in front of us. I think this water in front of us is like fake, like punk ass shallow water, and we need like really deep, like not shallow water. Oh, there's also a thing here. I don't remember what this took to open. I believe, I want to say it took like power, electricity of some kind, perhaps. Although I feel like it needs 100 megawatts. I'm actually gonna have to get power this way anyway. So I'm like, is this the time? Should I just do this? I feel like the power pole is like right there. Alright, do the giant power tower platform thing. I don't know why I make all these platforms, because I feel like, I think it's the same cost. 10, 20, 20, 10, 20, 20. Okay, yeah, let's do this thing. Alright, I forgot there's like enemies in this game that want to kick our ass. I think I'm trying to do like the wrong thing. Invalid aim location. I need you to be close enough to be a valid aim location. Oh, my whole house smells like eggnog. I totally forgot. We have eggnog in the stores again. If you're into that type of thing. Oh, I did start the stream with that. I'm so glad I drank eggnog before doing this. Because, yeah, if you're looking for something sweet, I'm gonna delete this. I don't like the way this is facing. If you're looking for something sweet, this is gonna sound so stupid. Looking for something sweet and egg-like to coat your vocal cords, I guess eggnog is it. It's in stock by Eggnog today. This message is sponsored by the Eggnog Nation, the better Eggnog Nation of America. I don't know. They have eggnog in other countries. It's like a thing. This is one of those like painfully American moments where people are gonna look at you like you're dumb. And you're like, of course we have eggnog in Scandinavia. What are you, stupid? And you're like, I don't know anything about geography, I'm sorry. It's gonna be even more dumb looking and even more confusing. a deal. There's like, I want these nuts, man. I want these barrel nuts. I also don't want to die or fight this thing. I also don't want to move to Spain or run with the bulls. We're not really charging, so it's kind of nice. And there we go. Let's use our peak fitness, our ability to run what seems like forever. So that's fun. It's working out. I feel like next time, I'm gonna take a mental note though. Like next time I calibrate, I should look more down because I feel like I'd spend more time looking up towards the top of the screen, which makes me look like I'm staring at the floor a lot. I think we have. I think this is like the fake water, right? Oh, it's kind of on the way to the real water. Alright, I don't want the electricity to cut through the rock because I feel like that's just unrealistic and will ruin my immersion greatly. So I'll just put that there for now. And then I'm gonna cook this up and I'm gonna pray that it doesn't trip the power grid because if it does, then I'll be so very sad. Okay, didn't trip the power grid. That's a good sign. We'll take this hard drive and then we'll just disconnect this. And then we have like 100 megawatts back, I think. I should probably take the vehicle. I didn't think I took it last time. I guess we're not gonna take it this time. There's like I want to call it beehives. There's a bunch of these in here. Remember now. I'm having a memory. I don't know if we're going to get through here with this giant transformer tower. So maybe just put that there for now. I'm going to grab this slug. And then we'll go... I'm going to go like explore where I think we put the water. Why are there so many slugs here? I remember like going into that clearing over there and almost dying to bees. And I think the water thingy is somewhere over here. There's actually another crash ship here. That's kind of crazy. I don't remember any of this shit. I remember these shallow pools pissed me off because I don't think they were deep enough to put a water extractor thing on them. It's like, won't you let me do what I want? I should have grabbed steel plates. That thing's after us. There's like green wire here. What is this? Quick wire. This is not green wire. I lied. It just looked like green wire. It's in the drop pod. Operational. Free hard drive. Once we get our ass kicked in a second, not be ready for hard drive in that case. Oh, that actually barely did any damage. I'm looking for like remnants of valuable stuff on the ground, like these stators. And these motors, I guess. Those look like it's gonna sound so stupid. I like they look like motors. Cause they do. They look like actual electrical motors. Which is, I thought they meant like kind of like a vroom vroom put 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 kind of motor, not like a vrr kind of motor, you know. But today I have learned. I think I finally see the errors of my ways. Okay, so I didn't realize that there's like shallow, I'm almost positive we built an extractor like way the fuck over here. This is my bottle of water waypoint, but this water is kind of like deep enough. It feels like we could just put stuff here. So I think I might just take our like out here and we'll just put water extractors in like the one at a time panel mode, and I'm not about that life. I don't remember how to change it though. Control? It's not control. There we go. It'll be the R button on a regular keyboard. This is gonna get weird because we don't have like the good pipeline. Doesn't make any sense. We don't have the ability to put more than like 300 meters squared in water pipes yet, I think. I this to be elevated. Do I like line this up with like the bottom of that one? I think what we'll have to do. And by half, I mean I'm sure there's probably easier ways, but we'll put this 2-meter foundation. Actually, we probably didn't even need to use the 2-meter, right? We gotta. I'm realizing now that I didn't really have to do this way, but it's whatever. Now line this up with that, or with the bottom one of those. Wait, yeah, there we go. And this probably doesn't have to be this like high up. Actually, I think I only do like the 2-meter platforms like sticking out of the water, and like the other ones usually when I can. But for this one, we'll just do the 2 of them. And I'm trying to debate whether I want to run 2 pipelines up front, or whether I want to just run 1 kind of pipeline for now. The sad part is I didn't take any notes, and I don't remember at all how much power we needed. I don't remember how much water we needed for this. So I guess my plan is to fill 1 line to the max. Oh, can you actually build like in shallow water now? What the fuck? Also, why is this deep enough to put a water extractor when I can walk on it without like falling at all? But the other thing's not deep enough for this at all. What the fuck is going on here? I feel like there's a double standard here. Unless they did like patch the game recently. Quite a few times I think since I actually stopped playing. I did actually check and I saw that there was like release notes. Something, I wonder if they fixed stuff. Oh, I didn't realize it's gonna let me place another one. I want these to snap together. How do I? There we go. I was like, I think it's the control button if I remember correctly. Shit, I think I placed this terribly because like I want this, like, I want to be greedy, you know, I want as much space as I can get. So we'll do this here, and then we'll do the resource is not deep enough. What the fuck? This is deep enough, but that's not. What the fuck? What is happening here? I mean, I guess this works. I'm gonna be so upset if, like, I place this and then I go to place the one next to it and it's like, this is not deep enough. Oh, thank God. That resource there is not deep enough, but if we move it over a little bit, there we go. Perfect. Okay, I think each of these produces like 120 if I remember correctly. And if I did the math right, 120 times 3 is 360. So we'll have to like underclock what that is. A pipeline wall support. You know, a lot of people hate math. I also hate math, but I feel like it's really useful. That's it. That's the moral of the story. That's all I have to say. Let's proceed. I'm legit still thinking about the fucking Sonichu thing. It's like, god damn it. If you're an aspiring VTuber out there, Chris Chan is beating you in likes and subscribes. And I feel like you owe it to yourself to make a difference in the world. Be the change you wish to see. Fuck, I'm thinking like, okay, at some point I'm probably gonna upgrade this pipeline. Right. I think when that happens, I don't want to like be closed off, I guess. How do these work? I think it was like there. That's how we like bent it around in the past. I'm gonna keep it like that for now. I'm gonna make one giant pipe here, I think. And then my plan is to put some of the these little like 4-way connectors on here. One there, put one here, put one here as well. Except it's not snapping like the other ones for some reason. It's fine, it just won't line up. It'll just ruin my life forever, but it's okay. Oh, thank God we have enough space. I pray that this one is also enough space. Okay, it is. Wow, that hardly ever happens. Click correct the first try. Okay, I don't remember where this goes. So, somewhere like way the fuck over here. Oh my God, okay, yeah. Looks like that's our maximum pipe distance. So let's go, probably go all the way. We'll take the pipe. Oh my god, there's like anything there. Please, please don't kill me. Please. There's like tons of stuff over here. I'm also, last time I was under like a rock like this one above us. There's like a bunch of spider things. So I'm gonna hope that the spider population is not here. There's a bunch of like those things. We just go this way. Just put that pipeline right through that rock. It's not very good aesthetically, but like it does make my life a whole lot easier. Oh, there's another ship over there. Holy shit. Hold on. Also, apologies. I'm very profane today. I think the fauna like interacts with each other. I'm so afraid that we're not gonna have like the jetpack fuel to make this jump. But it seems like it's working. Okay. What's in the box? I'm so like, I watched that movie on a fucking whim. I'm so glad I did, because I feel like there's been so many. Oh my god, that thing is huge. I feel like this is it. This is how we die. Actually, it's not doing that much damage. It looked like nuclear energy size, so I thought we were gonna get our ass beat, but it seems kind of fun. Explosive rebar. That would actually be very convenient right now. I was trying to think maybe the sword thing is better. I also should have put the healing stuff on my bar. Okay, we have the power of medicine and superior effective HP. Although we don't have the power of aim on our side right now, so it's a bit of a letdown. Also that hitbox, I feel like I've been robbed. Oh my god, yeah, this thing does like a lot of damage. Except for like the first, I feel like the armor in this game is like, I don't think the HP is like linear is what I feel like. Because last time we had like almost full HP, we got hit, and we didn't take a ton of damage. It's like, this is like the same way. Like we just tanked a hit there and took like no damage from it. But then, afterwards, can I upload hard drives into them? Can I put the slugs in the other dimension? Can I put the frames in the other dimension too? And then the rods in the other dimension? We probably have a bunch of rods. We do. We're maxed out on rods in the other dimension. We not put the rods in the other dimension. Put the aluminum sheets in the other dimension though. Shit, we can't use this stuff for like research, which is the only sucky part. I feel like honestly I should put the stators in the other dimension. Because we have a bunch of these. And then like the rotors as well can also go in the other dimension. And the engines can go in the other dimension. And then free run all this stuff. That's why I feel like the inventory management game has like changed entirely based off this one upgrade. Grab explosive. Only 7? Am I ungrateful? I didn't even know what explosive rebar was before this, and now I'm like, I'm sad that we only got 7 of it. Oh, rubber, we need this. Should I put the rubber in the other dimension? We need like the rubber for one of the fix-it, like the pipeline upgrade. It's like we almost need rubber to make gathering rubber easier. We're in a bit like we're in one of those situations. There's another ship over there. Holy shit. This is how they lure me into the forest. I'm like a small child being led into the woods by like one crashed ship after another, and sooner or later I'm just gonna look up and I'm like, know where the fuck I am. But for now it's fine. Let's keep going. Oh my god. I thought this was okay. Did the other one cost stuff, or was the door just like free? I thought that's like the. This one's not free, but I thought it was, and that's why I thought this was like the 4-3 free one. But now I'm wondering, like, maybe I'm just really bad at paying attention, which wouldn't be like a complete shock, but you know. Oh, more rubber, free, and ship parts. It's very sibilant. Oh, supercomputers. So can I put the computers we have in the other dimension as well? I feel like that scene from the Crucible, when they're just accusing everybody of being with the devil. Like, I saw so-and-so with the devil. I also saw so-and-so with the devil type of thing. Except in this case, I'm like, I saw this thing and want to put it in the other dimension. The meat takes a lot of space. Can I put the meat in first? It's like a whole inventory space. We can clear for like 4 things. We should also put this in the other dimension too, the quartz crystal. I probably shouldn't have this in my inventory realistically, but alas, here we are. We can get like some of this stuff out of our inventory pretty quickly. I need to put the sparks in the other dimension too. Everything we don't need directly on our person feels like it could just go into the other dimension. And the fact that you can pull it out like instantly means like there's pretty much no downside to putting it in there other than like when you pull it back out of there, you're going to have to wait. And I feel like that's not like a very big downside. I thought there's more stuff in there. Computers, I guess. Was it? It's the last thing I wanted to grab. I think we aggroed that thing. I need this to upload faster. I really want to. I thought like the speed upgrade was going to be so stupid. I still kind of think it's dumb, to be honest, but. It sure would be nice to be able to like not be here right now in a hurry. I'm debating whether like it looks like there's deep water over there, and I'm like, is this deep water closer than like the other pipeline route? It actually apparently wasn't because we've somehow like looped in a circle basically. Oh boy, okay. We're like running out of fuel. There's a bunch of those over there. I don't really want to mess with them. I don't know what like any of these things are called. If there's a codex in this game of some kind. I think there is actually. I think if you hit like the search button, somewhere there's like a journal I think that has like all the stuff cataloged. I should have built the power line first because then I would know the way back. If that makes any sense. I have no idea where the feck I am. I think that's it. That's our power tower. Dude, this music is bumping. I think it's weird that you can do like a level 1 power line thingy to like. The problem is the power goes through this weird gap in the rocks. And I guess if we wanted to do this like a sane person, we probably would just route it. Oh my god, there's stuff over there. There's no way. I'm not gonna route that stuff that way. I'm just gonna route it over the rocks. It's fine. I don't know, I was trying to say, you think it's weird that like you can do like you can have like this little shitty like power line, right? And then you just have like you could build like the really expensive like 7 connector power line off like. I do not mean to put this here. So you can build these and they're like super shitty, but they're like carrying the backbone of like your infrastructure. And then off of that you can slap like a 7 power line connection thing. It just seems weird. It's like, why did you need the whole path upgraded? Like, why? I feel like it's like picking your shittiest extension cord to like transfer all your power, and then after that you plug in like your really good surge protector to it or something. It's like, bro, that's not how this works. You're single-handedly ruining my life. I think this goes here. We do like the, I feel like I always do like 1-for-1 for these. It's really expensive and completely unnecessary, but my brain kind of likes it, so I think we'll just do it. Then it kind of looks like party lights. Like I've seen like mini docks in like a VR chat and they just have like strings of lights like this going up and down the dock. So let's do that. Plug that in, plug that in, plug that in. Hopefully we don't trip the power grid. Oh, one of these has to like go down, right? Okay, so we have 300, 300, 300, 360. So this one needs to go half. Luckily that was 120 on the dot, and I didn't have to do any more math. That was gonna hurt my brain. It was very convenient. I'm trying to think, is that right? 120 plus 120 is 240 plus 60 should be 300, which should be the maximum capacity that these pipes can carry, except they do have to go uphill. So I'm thinking we might just put like the inline booster like right here, just so we don't have to fuck with this. They're gonna have to go uphill again at some point too, because sorry, I can't do two things at one time. This is a recent trait I've discovered. I'm really bad at like thinking and talking at the same time, and I thought like maybe my life would be better if I just didn't. You know, like, what if I just don't? What if I just accept that about myself and then we like play? I don't know. I was gonna say play into it like a strength, but maybe, you know, maybe it just means we get to take our time before trying to answer questions at the same time that we're doing things. There's something loud as hell up there. No, I am mildly concerned and afraid. I'm trying to like find a place to stand. I just want to place this on that thing up there. This game will not let me. The rocks are in the way and they are ruining my dreams. Put that there. Put this here, kind of. It's like downhill here. I think you only need to pump water uphill. Luckily, water respects gravity, I think. Sometimes I think about like the systems they must have designed in this game to make that stuff happen, and it feels like what a pain in the ass. Like, to do the whole like uphill downhill mechanic for the water pipelines, which is like the only time that's ever used or comes in handy. And I feel like someone probably, oh my god, we need more copper. I should have just uploaded like a shitload of it. Oh my god, we have to go like all the way over there too. Alright, you know what, I'm gonna hope that we gathered, I don't know, I was gonna say enough material, but like, I don't think we have. We do kind of have plastic actually. Maybe I should just put this in the thing. Let me wait till the frames are done. I think we'll gather all the plastic we can out of these machines. I should really be taking the car back for this. I realized this was going to take a longer time than I thought it was going to. I'm sorry, I'm drinking, just drinking water so I don't die, you know, casually. I was gonna say it'll never happen again. It's not true. It'll definitely happen again. I need water to live. I usually don't. I drink like soda. I live off of Monster Energy. I heard a quote from someone the other day, and they're like, when's the last time you had water? And they're like, I literally don't remember, but I had a Monster this morning. And I was like, I felt like I was like, I think I found the one, dude. I was like, this is my person. Yeah. I need to find more relic things. We found a bunch of like hard drive stuff. We need to find spheres to improve interdimensional technology. Then also the hiccups. I don't know if you can tell. I drink water so rarely that I think when I do drink water, my body just like sucks it down and it sucks down all the air with it, and then I like almost always get like the hiccups afterwards. Or my throat will just start making like weird noises. And usually on stream I get really self-conscious about it. Like, I don't know if this is normal. I'm suddenly just paying attention to it because I'm streaming. I try not to make like weird noises. Anyway, I don't know what's going on in my life. How's everybody else doing this evening? The song reminds me of, there's like an MGMT song that goes kind of like ham like this at some point. This is totally making me think of that. It's giving me that kind of vibe. Right. Oh no, I was gonna grab the plastic. Fuck, I've already forgotten. I'm so tempted to like go, okay, so we have like a bunch of these uploaders, right? One of them's got like the beams attached to it. I'm so tempted to just like, I'm like, you know what, you can have beams later, right? Actually, where is the one for the beams? I thought we had one for these. Maybe I just manually uploaded the beams. I think I wanted to put one like here. Maybe I ran out of stuff. Or maybe I chose something else. I might have chose plates instead, because like, I think you need those for a lot of things too. Alright, I need to find the reinforced plates. These. Okay, there should be a bunch of these. Okay, stack of these. I need to get rid of like, I'm just gonna send these to the space elevator because I don't think we need them for anything. Or should I put them in an interdimensional thing? In case we need them for something. I've like a whole box full of these, I think I'm just gonna send them. I'm actually gonna go send the other box of these too. I think. I need to clear more inventory space. How many motors do we have? None. None of the motors have uploaded. Uploading aluminum sheets. I need to upload these first, probably. I feel like this is fucked with me because I don't know like how much stuff I have in here. Now I feel like I'm like, my inventory's like way overloaded because we have all this other stuff, right? That I'm like not using. It means like, I'm used to carrying all this stuff on me because we didn't have it in this other kind of storage before, and I'm like, I don't really need it. Like I have so much more inventory space and I can just spend money out of like that storage. Except the beams. I feel like we should keep the beams. Some of the stuff like the silica. I have silica in there because I feel like we can just offload this. This doesn't have to be in my inventory. Neither does these leaves. The biofuel is kind of nice. I do feel like it's a necessary evil. I don't remember where we put the biofuel making plant. I think it's over here. But this looks like quartz stuff. Oh, I think the fuel processing is here. Okay, I think this one is what there's circuit feeds. This one's where the leaves go. Let's put these in here, I guess. Begin. Wait. I don't think this is worth this. I'm supposed to make this into the other kind of biofuel first. I've ruined it. I've ruined everything. I suppose you could probably like no, there's one in there. I can't get to it. Why should I just make this thing do biomass first? Can you make biomass? Biomass leaves. Is it actually a more efficient ratio like here? That's what I also want to know. It switches to biomass mode, and I'll just send this in, and it will make biomass out of it. And that'll save me having to do it by hand, I guess. And my to-do list needs updating. It still says gather Sam. Okay, what else do we need? I don't know how to play this game. I keep coming back here. Okay, we need copper sheets. That's right. We need a lot of copper sheets because we're gonna make a huge pipeline. A huge pipeline takes copper sheets. So we need. My leg is like super itchy. This thing makes 56.25. I feel like that's not a lot. It seems like super like overtaxed too. It still makes that. That's like at maximum rate. I think I remember this. This was like we had to like scramble like put this together. Hold on, where the heck did the rest of these come from? Because there's no way it's all coming from like that one machine, right? The rest of them are coming from like down there. I think some machine in this process is like cranking these out, and I feel like it's not this one. It's only 56.26, and like the rest of these. Do you even need this many AI limiters? I'm not like wasting my time. I feel like we do. Oh my god, there's so many. How much inventory space do I have? I need like wherever those frames are being built. Those are motors. Something around here makes frames. Why is the music so quiet? I'm so lost in my own factory. I'm a prisoner of my own design. I think those are the frames down there. I don't know why I said that like I was falling down the mountain as I was falling down the mountain. Alright, sort these. I guess I'll send these to like the thing because I don't know what else we're gonna like do with them. I honestly think I should just send like all these now. I don't remember the button for this. I have rubber. Like I need 1,000 copper sheets and like 400 beams. What is this for? Fluid packaging. What's it take for like logistics Mark II? I think I thought I wouldn't have the stuff. I think I actually have more of this. We're gonna do this one. I put the plastic, the rubber, the beams, the 50 motors that I somehow pulled out of thin air that I think were maybe being uploaded at the time that I pulled them out of nowhere. I'm gonna grab 50 more motors and then I'm gonna, I need plastic, which sucks because it's like at the other place. Grab 50 more motors, yay. Probably just grab an extra stack. We have 80 in there. Actually, we probably won't be able to do anything with this extra stack. So now I'm thinking this might have been a mistake. Okay, put the motors in the basket, I guess. Alright, sort all this. Need this. Oh yes. Okay. Grab as many of these as we can take. And then go transfer them. So you don't have to make a better factory. You don't have to produce stuff faster, right? You really just have to like go find enough stuff to do with your ADHD during the time you're producing stuff slow as hell, and then you'll have like resources in no time. That's my plan, you know? I feel like that is like the main way I end up playing this game, because like half the time I get kind of bored of like optimizing the factory stuff. Like I don't want to like expand production. I think about like, I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to gather like this many more iron veins. I already set up all that iron last time, and it's like I just don't end up doing it. I just end up like getting lost in the woods for like 8 hours, and then I come back and it's like, oh hey, a whole box full of these things. It's like, wow. What an exciting development. I'd probably honestly make that storage container bigger is what I'm thinking. Because it's maxed out right now, right? So like, I feel like we'll benefit heavily from having a larger container of them. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna empty it and then I'll fill it. I'll make a bigger thing. But maybe in between that, I'm trying to be like optimal, right? So I'm planning my moves ahead. It's like I'm playing chess in Satisfactory. The Satisfactory of chess. Oh my god, there's actually a lot of fuel in there. I need this. I need these leaves. I need this biomass. There's none there. Nothing is here. Why does this thing sound like it's running just because there's like biomass in there, despite the fact that like, okay, set you solid biofuel, and you go in here, you put the biofuel in the thing up here. We have 6 leaves left. I guess I could put these in interdimensional storage. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. Why not? Might as well. Store everything in space, basically. Alright, go get the other, I wish we had rubber or plastic in the interdimensional storage, because again, like, I'm gonna delete this right now, real quick. We're gonna put a double super fat storage bin here. That's the wrong way. This thing is freaking out right now. I need to like, I need you to put the storage bin halfway through the wall, okay? I know that it's not kosher building technique, but I just need you to do this for me, okay? Actually, I wonder, does that work? I just do that instead. Okay, we're just gonna put that there for now. That's fine, that'll work. Hopefully we'll get a bunch of things. I don't know why I have this like zipline tool. It is so useless. Actually, I said that. I have an idea. Put the chainsaw away. Oh, I was gonna grab the actual fuel just so I have it. Grab like 200 of this, I guess. We'll just refuel, you know? I should probably put a door here at some point, but the nice thing about being here is that, like, you know, I'm the only one here. So it's like the whole planet is mine basically, and I don't need doors. And don't quote me on that if there's actually some giant fuck off monster in this game that comes and like beats my ass. I would like to get lights in here someday. Seems like a nice to have. That said, it's a nice to have, not like a need to have, so for now, this is it. This is what we get. Also, look at all the stuff. There's like a whole thing over there, not anything at all. What was that about? I think we had like iron on that or something at some point, and then I thought like this is dumb. I think we replaced it with like a pure iron vein of some kind. Oh my goodness, I'm yawning, excuse me. Alright, my plan is to see how fast we can like take the zip line back this way. Is it faster than the vehicle? Because I feel like I highly doubt it. Oh no, we get knocked off like every pole. This is definitely not going to be faster. We're like picking up some speed though. Oh, I forgot we had a jetpack and I'm going to like manually. Alright, this I do not recommend. This would probably kill you in real life, if not vaporize you completely. Although they say like birds can land on power lines like this because they're not like completing the circuit by touching ground. So maybe we'd be okay. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. Or an electrician. Oh god. You're supposed to like, you're supposed to latch on. Okay. There we go. I'm not ever going this way. This feels like a bit of a... We need to go like that way, right? Or we have to go like this roundabout way. Please don't knock me. Okay. Oh, ooh. Ooh. Okay, well, I didn't realize we had power lines going that way as well. That said, I also didn't realize you could walk on this. Is this like mycelia? Can I carve this? I don't think so. Okay. I haven't gathered it yet in this like playthrough. No, I need to go this way. Please. This is so stupid. I wish we could actually build like a, oh, I was gonna say like a gondola or like a rail system. Not like a train though, that'd be stupid. Just like it's a joke because every time I once went on a giant rant where I bitched about like the whole like fact that trains in this game are so dumb and had literally no purpose. You know, like you could just build conveyor belts everywhere you wanted to go, and that's why trains would forever be like inferior because it just cost more money and more electricity and more power. And then you have to like set up the rail and build all the track and everything. And I was like, this is so stupid. Why don't you just make a conveyor belt to cross like the entire landscape? And I kind of still stand by this, but there are a couple times I'm just like, wow, it'd probably be nice to have like a train right now. The train can be loaded with like a theoretically, I don't want to say like theoretically infinite. It can be loaded with a pretty decent amount of resources, you know, because like it's got train cars and you just put all the shit in the train car and then the train car just drives on over. And then I'm thinking like unload it. But, you know, who has time for all that? Then I get copper sheets. I'm going to be so sad. It's like, please. Tell me I didn't fuck this up. Okay, we need more water. Just keep guiding it this way, I guess. We're gonna be out of this in no time. And I'm gonna be so very sad. And also we have to go really uphill, and I kind of forgot about that. In fact, this song is like the only song I ever remember playing whenever I like stream. I have no idea how many times this song is played, but it's probably a lot. Should I hit the control button to keep the pipeline straight? I don't know what value we get, considering the entire landscape is not straight, but I'm sure in someone's mind this makes this more presentable. Like here, it's like I'm not gonna go straight. I'm just gonna curve that pipeline. We're gonna go up at like a 90-degree angle because it's gonna be sick. And based. I don't know, I'm thinking like, I don't want this thing to be here. I'm thinking like the more I think about it though, I'm like if we angle it up there, then we can like walk up along it, and that's kind of nice. It's like it basically makes its own stairs. And who doesn't love that, you know? It's got function and value. That's like value for money right there. If OSHA saw that, they'd be so happy about all the money we saved all these workers by telling them to walk up the pipeline instead of taking the stairs. My nose is itchy, and I apologize. I'm scratching my nose. Okay, let's continue. Continue our pipeline. I don't know where the fuck I'm going with this. I think it's gotta go like over here somewhere. I kind of want to like guide it up nice and gentle, like along the side here. But I don't know how, if that's gonna like happen. I'm also trying to get it like kind of close, you know, because it's gonna have some angle to it. Oh no, see, I knew it. We're gonna like, all right, what if we, this is so scuffed. I'm like, where does this have to connect up here? I think originally I wanted to like guide it in from the side. But the more I think about that, the more I'm like, is that even valuable? I guess if it comes like up the side over here, it's fine. I don't know what the ratio of this stuff is either. How much, like 10 per minute, 10 per minute, 10, I think that's 40 per minute, right? Of like the oil stuff. And then I think that's feeding into here. Yeah, to make petroleum coke, which I have like 120 of, which I think feeds into each of these at like 15 a minute or something. I think I used the wiki for this. Let me grab the old magic of the internet and look up petroleum coke. Actually, I think what I want is like the power plant here, right? Right. What kind of power plant is this? Nuclear power plant. Power. Spoiler alert, there's a nuclear power plant in this game. Power generators. That's what we want. Coal generator. That's what this is. Okay, petroleum coke takes. This is 180. Burn time. Items per minute is 25. My game is frozen because I full tapped. I apologize. Okay. And we have 120 and it takes 25, which means we need like 5 at least. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. My nose is like itchy. I guess we could overclock the last one or whatever. It's not like a huge deal. This is to get rid of the oil residue so we can just keep making theoretically infinite plastic. It's a great plan. Okay, I'm gonna like, I feel like I try to get away from like doing the whole like inline splitter thing. But no, it's just so convenient. I'm probably gonna want to elevate these because I feel like piping's a pain in the ass to like put anywhere. We might have actually tried to go for 5 of these. And then I might have just been like, I might have just been like, fuck it. I don't know. I feel like this is so stupid. But all right, just put this up here like sideways, you know. Route it on down. What's southwest? Like this just anime quotes. I need an angle of a kind here. I think this is it. This is. Can I hold this here? That's it. Alright, this is perfect. Alright, let's put this on down here. This is really long. Pipeline wall support. Okay, we got a line. That is not. This is. Okay, I lied. This is. There's garbage. Okay, I need this to be at like the same height or I'm not going to be very happy. I'll be filled with perpetual feelings of sadness. I think I said fueled instead of filled, but you got it. Put it there. I'll try. I want like the one that like shows me if the water's actually pumping. so I can keep my sanity when I'm trying to troubleshoot pipeline problems down the line.
Really hip young crowd.
This would have been a wonderful place to have left a gap between the machines so that I could route the piping. And maybe I will still do this. So I think what I want to do. See, the problem is like we have a bunch of these, right? This is 5 of these or so. I'm thinking like maybe I should move these tiny bit, you know. Like that. I guess it's like that. How does this line up? Lined up like that, I think. Let's put like a little gap like that, just barely enough to fit the pipelines, that when I put the pipeline in here and then I'm trying to like walk through here later, I'm like super frustrated and just like physically unable to have the room to like move a whole 2 feet. I kind of think we should move this back. Like now that we... It doesn't matter if it's like square, right? Because we have a lot of space back here, but like on this side's like a cliff. Like I probably want like the walking room. I think I'll thank myself for that tiny little bit of space later. I kind of want to push like way back. Like, fuck it, put it back here. We got space. That's my other bitching point about factories versus trains, right? Oh, I've done another point about overclocking. I was like super mad about the overclocking mechanic because it's like exponential. I was like, why does you charge me like so much space to like overclock this machine when it's like space is free, bro? I'm like the only thing on this entire planet. Like, why are you're saving me space? I do not like that this doesn't line up. Kind of like, oh, you know what I think I have to do? This is like forbidden building technique. I'm just gonna put this here and then nudge it back through the rock. Beautiful. Okay. We'll place one more of these. Oh, that's the one we placed already. We'll place one more of these. A player is in the way. That's me. Let's put it there for now. I knew it was blind. Okay. I think we'll have one more of these. Right? We'll expand the foundations out. It's gonna be a pain in the ass. I feel like my conveyor belt is gonna ruin my life when I'm trying to build it here. That's fine. This can move as well. Yeah, so we have like, these are like Mark IIs. Oh, it stays Mark II. That's kind of nice. It like keeps track of what infrastructure tier you're using. Alright, we'll do one of these like every 2, I think. 2 per customer. Let's do it on like this side, so it stays kind of lined up. That's a spot right there, and then we'll... Oh no. The connection's on the other side. Alright, this bothers me, but we don't have to worry about it. Put this here. And then I guess here's like where we'll put the last power back here. Also, this, I think this is, I don't know. Sometimes I have dreams of like enclosing these places. I'm like, oh, that looks so nice and pretty and be covered in stuff. I think this is just gonna be like one of those like slap it down and then don't ever walk to that part of the planet, and then we'll never have to look at what we have shamefully created out here in the desert, and then we'll just pretend it doesn't exist. That'd be great. Right, let's put this here. And then do like this kind of like shimmy it on up, you know? I wish I'd probably been gonna put a wall here at some point. I'm gonna hate myself for not putting the wall here now, but actually, I don't think maybe I should just put a wall here. Should it be like glass? What kind of wall do we want? You know, what kind of wall says like, wow, this is where I chose to build this eyesore of a monument? I think this is it. This is the wall that really speaks to me. A little giant glass walls. We slap this little like thing in the middle of it. I'm honestly tempted to do that because it's like it's centered, right? Look at how centric that is. Throw that there. Let's move this on back. Keep it straightened. And then at some point we're gonna like turn this pipe. And I feel like What is this? This is satisfactory. This game's all about crunching numbers and ratios. This is a game for nerds. I don't know how to... Sorry. I'm embarrassed you saw me playing this, but it's fine. I like the game a lot. It's pretty decent. It, like, kills time. It's like Minecraft, but, like, you automate everything. And I feel like Minecraft redstone circuits are so limited. This game has, like, everything. Game for nerds? Exactly. Are you calling me a nerd? You said needs. I thought like, oh, maybe it's spoken to you, but now you're just calling me a nerd. So I feel like it hasn't spoken to you. You're just here to call me a nerd. How have you been? I hope you are well. I saw you bought that like super expensive necklace, and I almost like freaked out. But then I realized it was probably like 40K, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I realized like the currency was different. At least I hope it was different. Either that or you're just like secretly rich, in which case would you be my sugar mommy, Mrs. Queen? You quoted you, oh, wait, what did I say? It's the cheapest bracelet? What? That's wild. It was so expensive. I'm not judging you or anything. Like if it makes you happy, I get it, but I was still impressed at the price. Why won't this line up? I think the rocks are in the way, and they are ruining my hopes and dreams. Alright, here we go. This is it. I realized I didn't pump this water like uphill. Also didn't even check if we had enough water for this. I'm just like connecting shit and hoping for the best. Wait, this has to go over here. I think there's a way to like make the pipes curvy. This is not the curve that I wanted. It did its best though, you know, I feel like it tried. This is it. Look at that. Look at that angle. Look at how wonderful that is. Look how, I think it's actually like a skew. Noodle, horizontal to vertical. I think the only good way to like actually get a decent angle out of these is either to use the junction. Japanese yen is so cheap now, plus tax free is crazy. Wait, is like jewelry tax free in Japan? Alright, I need this to be like there. And I need the same thing here. Like that. I think that's it. I think that's lined up. Look at that. Okay, that is like the perfect bend. And then it goes there. Everything is tax free. I feel like not in America. In America, everything is taxed. People want their freedom dollars. The government wants their cut. You spend like 5,000 yen, which is like $30. That's crazy. That's all it takes to like get tax free in Japan. I'm gonna have to like route a power line down here. And I don't want to use that one. And I don't want to like, I think we're just gonna go down the hill with it. Let's do it. Let's put power here. I'm trying to figure out where to put this so it's not like a complete eyesore. I don't want it to cut through the mountain because that looks kind of dumb, but at the same time it's like way out of the way over here, and I think I kind of like that better than anybody having to witness this shame. I also hope that everything along the way up to this point has been properly boosted as far as like uphill stuff goes. There was actually a point back there that I think like, I hope we had enough to like raise the water uphill. I think I'm gonna put this down here. How much water is in this pipe? Nothing. There's nothing in here. I think way back here, there's like that little like elevated bit, and I think we didn't properly pump the water. Either that or it's still just flowing. No, I think it's definitely like, this is like way more uphill than I thought it was. That's the other thing, I guess, if we get the, I should take the plastic back to the hub and do the upgrade, because I think we'll get better like uphill water pumps. And that means I don't have to be doing this right now, even though I'm doing this right now anyway. Does it have water in it? No. You have water in you? Okay, this is where the water stopped. So, here's another pipeline pump. And I guess, like, here's probably good because it's at the base of the pumping operation, right? Which is, like, better than having it, like, a mile up in the air, in my opinion. I feel like it's stronger to, like, pump water from, like, the bottom, even though it's technically not how, like, water pumps actually work, I don't think. Water pumping is, this is gonna sound really stupid, it's like one of the things in life that actually confuses me. Because it's done by like, pumps are measured by how like far uphill they can push water, which just seems like the weirdest fucking measurement of like flow rate to me. It doesn't make any sense to my brain at all. Because in my brain, I'm like, it's a closed circuit. And like, if you're pushing stuff, I feel like the stuff in front of that stuff should have to get out of the way so that you can push the stuff behind the stuff. So it makes me think that like, as long as the circuit's closed, you should theoretically be able to pump water like any amount of distance up any number of hills. For some reason, it doesn't work that way. I feel like it's related to that thing where like you can only have a straw that's like so tall before water just starts to evaporate inside that shit. I apologize if my voice cracked, but that's what it makes me. I think it's like related to that, but it's like I don't fully understand why. Like I have like a water-cooled PC, and even in my water-cooled PC, this like tiny-ass pump is measured by like how many meters uphill it can push water. I was like, what's that about? Alright, the pipes are filling. The song has like a high-pitched ring in the background, and it's severely starting to bother me. Also, the song is called She Was Never Real, which gives me like an existential crisis. What do we play this? I kind of want to play like upbeat music, but I'm also afraid like what if it's like too much? You know, what if I think I want that and then I do it for like all of like 5 minutes or something, and then like I don't like this anymore. There's a band I've been listening to a lot lately. They're called Fentanyl. Spelled like an M. I think their lead singer sounds like Mari En, and she also talks about fentanyl all the time, and it makes me think like, is there a connection here? Like, is this the same person? I've fallen through a crack. I put this nice and far like elevated, so when we drive vehicles under here, we don't have to hit the pipes. Super nice. Probably should have kept most of the other pipeline off like the floor, because I feel like if we do drive the car through here, we are going to have to go down and around. And we're not going to be able to cross until the pipe's up and out of the way. So I've learned nothing from my previous mistakes is what I'm trying to say. That said, it looks like we had enough to like get the water uphill. Kind of. The water has stopped. I'm going to listen to them now. I'm just going to play this playlist. I'm going to hope for the best. So my web browser's frozen right now, so we're just going to not play anything, I guess. This happened like last time. I think it's like when I alt-tab, but like weird. Like Satisfactory doesn't give up like the focus, and then Windows can't click like other stuff. I'm going to try this. One of my web browsers just dead. Here's that one. Ooh, okay, there we go. Alright, I'll listen to this. I'll try not to get too hyped up, which feels weird because I feel like my voice is like super not very excited sometimes, but let's go with this for now. We'll see how long this lasts, kind of. Because music makes me want to like get up and play Apex. So it might be bad like factory kind of music. I'll put this pump here. I am kind of regretting not just getting the like upgrades. All the rubber that's probably, or all the plastic that's in this machine here. We probably have like 400 of this, and I could have used some of it to get better pipeline infrastructure, but we didn't go back in time. So I'm here now, trying to like make up for it, I guess. Okay, we have to build the thing that feeds the output of this machine into all these machines. Alright, let's do this. These are like Mark 3s. I'm trying to think, do I need this many Mark 3s? I think it'll have to be this. Actually, it won't. That's a new one. This is done. Blueprint dismantle. There we go. I think because these don't take more than 60, so it should be fine as use Mark 1s for these. I hate like doing the like daisy chain kind of like splitter thing. I think I'm gonna be doing it. You can tell this is what music in the future is. Just go this way, I guess. Perfect. And then I guess what I should do down here is like level this off. I need concrete. Shit. I'm running out of things I thought we wouldn't be running out of. I guess this project was kind of a little bit bigger than expected. We do need like a Mark III probably coming out of here. Actually, it's only 120, right? So it'll only be like a Mark II. Alright, let us... I'm hoping that's lined up with the actual like... I feel like it's lined up with the pipe. Not like this thing. It is. It's misaligned. Okay, I need this. Is that it? I'm not like lining up with the right part of my infrastructure. You're ruining my life. Right, this could work. Kind of. This is so stupid. I feel like I'm gonna need concrete. I remember that time I said I'm gonna listen to the music for like 5 minutes and then be like, I don't like this genre anymore. I've already reached the point where I'm not satisfied with the genre. I think I've skipped this band in the past. I think I just straight up don't enjoy this artist. Okay, we're gonna listen to this. And you Mark II conveyor belts. This music is gonna keep me up all night. This is such like, this is like Jet Set Radio Future kind of music. Do I just do like a low? Actually, okay, I have an idea. It's gonna be kind of dumb. What if I just take one of these for now? I'll just borrow this, right? So I can line stuff up and then we'll put the old one back. So I don't have to go all the way back to base. And then I need you to not try to make two of these. Okay. I think that'll work. Let's go Mark II. And this output will go here. I think it's it. done it. We've been connected. Oh, I didn't even come to the actual power grid, so I lied. We haven't done it yet. Put those there. I guess we'll just do like 3 to this one. Actually, I don't know. Maybe not. Don't let me forget to put the platform in. I kind of just want to put this in. It's not even, so it's going to bother me a little bit, but it'll be fine. I think these are making power now. They have no fuel. How much power does this take? Are these ones filling faster? Is that why? They take 25 a minute. These other things should be making like, it's got 180, it should be making 120 a minute. Look, I've messed something up somewhere. I think it's probably the speed at which stuff is coming out of here and like the way that I'm splitting it. Because technically, I think the other way won't work. Unless, like, all these are fast enough to fill. Something like that. I think it's like every time it cuts the ratio in half, right? So it's like the first time. What is this? 120. So the first splitter splits it to 60 and 60 until at least until that machine's full. And then after that, it splits it to like, I think I'm just not gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna go upgrade these to Mark 3s and be done with this. Look at theoretically infinite supply of beams being fed into this. Actually, do we? Beams might be one of the things we're like running low on, but we do have like that factory out there. Actually, I think we're like carting the beams back to the main factory. I don't think like we could have just dimensioned those beams back to the factory. We've done it. We've made electricity. The real victory. What did I do? Is this machine supposed to be hooked up? It is missing like an inlet, but there is an inlet here. I think you have to dump your heavy oil 10 per minute. I think this is 10 per minute for each of these. I think this is the missing link. I think this just needs to be fed. And by fed, I mean I think it just needs an outlet. I don't know what the fuck is happening, yo. I thought this was the outlet for that. But there's definitely only like, okay, there's one pipe going into every one of these on this side. And there's stuff coming out of every one of these on this side. But the weird thing is there's like plastic in it. It has crude oil. It's full of heavy oil residue. Why do I feel like this one's backwards? Doesn't look backwards though. Okay, what is happening? Okay, it's making 120 crude oil a minute. And this is, why is there a gap here too? Oh, just that rock is there. Machine is the one that makes the coke from the heavy oil residue. What the fuck is happening? Is it because this pipe is full? Is this pipe not emptying fast enough? Doesn't make any sense. This is like the oil pipe though. This is crude oil. Crude oil? Crude oil? Crude oil? Crude oil? Crude oil, okay. Gas oil. It has heavy oil residue though, but it's not. Okay, I think it does. Okay, okay, wait. I think I have. It took way too long, but I think I have it figured out. This does have to be good. Okay. There's more plastic being made. Are we carting the plastic this way? I hope we are. And then we'll just, I don't know, like, should we just dump it in a storage here and then like, this is gonna cause such weird fluctuations in my power grid. And also, like, what do we do? Just pump it all back home? That's not feasible. Probably not even feasible to pump it all into, like, the next dimension. How much comes out of this? 20 times 4 is 80. So it should really just be a Mark II. Should be fine. Not line up. Amazing. I think this is what we want. It's a little too far over. I'm just gonna build the storage. Okay, what if I build like this is not gonna work. I don't think it's ever gonna work. Actually, wait, hear me out. Here's my genius idea, right? I'm like, okay, we just build 2 of these. We'll do like nuclear energy, right? Just build this space to hold all this until a later date. And we can like finally suck it into the other dimension fast enough. This is still a bad plan because this isn't like infinitely sustainable. I'm gonna get on top of this. To be fair, I do remember needing like a lot of this. I was thinking, okay, we could put like 2 of these side by side, right? And then some point later we could like build the dimensional depot thing. And if we have a dimensional depot thing that like sucks this away as fast as we consume it, then we're fine. The problem is there's no like dimensional depot downloader, like automated downloader. So I think we're gonna have to like figure out what we want to do with all this plastic. Right now the only use for all this plastic is to go upgrade the plastic infrastructure. I feel like, are we making rubber somewhere? Was that all just the rubber? I have to do like all this again to figure out rubber production as well. Which I'm also like not looking forward to. That might be tomorrow's project. I'm hoping we didn't leave the car out here either. Alright, I think that's good. Head back with the plastic we have. We'll complete the petroleum power upgrade. I don't know why we're doing this. I feel like I picked the wrong upgrade. We'll double check. Get back. I feel like it's also, there's a bunch of stuff in here. Maybe we'll just do it. We'll just accept it. I should probably like finish the rest of the walls at some point. This factory looks more like a school building in my opinion. At least from the outside, not the inside. The inside doesn't look like a school building I've ever been to. Or should I say the inside doesn't look like a school building I've ever been to for legal reasons, you know? Okay, let's put these in.
Milestone reached. It
found
is
it.
my honor and privilege to inform you that the fuel-powered generator, as well as the industrial fluid buffer, are now available.
Fuel-powered generator.
Due to a lack of gold in
I
your
definitely
sector, Kateria will
researched the wrong
serve as a
thing.
suitable replacement to construct the fuel-powered generator.
Probably do not need this at
Your
all.
research
Actually.
into
It's probably the
this
worst thing I
element
could have
is
put
valuable.
research towards.
In fact, you in particular are my most valuable pioneer.
This is what I
but don't
wanted to
tell
put
the others I
research
said
towards.
that. It would be bad for morale.
It says pipeline pump Mark II and then pipeline Mark II, which carries like way more fluids. We have to set up like rubber. Oh, we probably want these at some point. How much rubber do I have on? 96. Shit, that means we wasted that like valuable rubber on something that wasn't useful to us, like in the slightest. Fuck, I was gonna end, and I'm like, what if we just go back out there? What if we just get rubber production up and then we end it? There's so much plastic in my inventory, bro. And then there's coal, or petroleum coke, but I don't know what to do with it. There's also so many AI limiters over there. This is unfortunate. What's more unfortunate is like we probably used all the water that we like. There's a limited supply of all that water, right? I'm thinking that we probably we ruined it. Why do I even need this for? I think one of these things required like, there's like I want to know if there's like a plane in this game. Because one of these like technology things took like hard drives. You know, there was like a vehicle unlock on that side at some point. Power augmenter. Could probably build one of these actually. Let's research what that does in a second. Sulfur. Yeah, turbo fuel. That's what I wanted. I wanted to figure out what this was about. We're missing materials. We need compacted coal. Which means we need to research compacted coal. We also need sulfur and coal. Here's sulfur. Actually, we're gonna need one of these as well. And then a bunch of these. And these. So I feel like I might as well max out my inventory with all this shit. I need to find where like the SAM stuff is being produced. I think it's somewhere over here. If not on this floor, then like the floor above this one even. I think it's the floor above this one. I need more of these like fluctuator things. Alright, here we are. I think these make these. I think I was making them by hand. Stuck up on like AI limiters. Oh no, I need computers. Not AI limiters. I think you need the AI limiters to make computers or something. Computers are made like the big giant manufacturer thing. This is unfortunate. I'm gonna look up. I need more computers. Can I make one by hand? That sounds really dumb because like I can't imagine producing real life computer parts by hand, right? But it's like, no. Does one of these tiers have the computer technology? It does, this one. Okay, but if we do this, I think we could do this milestone. We do 1,000 cable and 200 plastic. I have to wait until the ship comes back. How much plastic? We have 400 on the dot. Okay. I said on the dot, but that's not true. Like 186 extra. There's so much shit in my inventory. What to do with it all? I just like start uploading pipes, I guess. Anything to clear space, really. These could probably go in there too. So with the frames, unless we have enough frames. Actually, oh, we're actually need room for frames. Put these in there. We're gonna need regular coal at some point. I think we needed it for like the compacted coal recipe. The sulfur tree. Yeah, we need 25 regular coal. I'm gonna go steal some from this conveyor belt. Looking at the corner to see when we hit 25. I hope this doesn't kill our power grid. That would be so sad. Surely it can recover from like that tiny bit of missing coal. I should have waited. I was impatient. This one way back into the factory. Do the research. I think I wanted to do the bottling things that we get like the fuel.
Compacted coal unlocked. It is physically smaller and more powerful, but its carbon footprint remains enormous. This fuel upgrade can be used in coal-powered generators and vehicles.
Vehicles? What the fuck? How do I make compacted coal? Like, alright, hold on. Yeah, how do we do this? Assembler. Takes the sulfur and coal. That's actually not that bad. It also says it can be used in generators and coal power generators. I'm curious, like, okay, so we need as much sulfur as we have coal. So I'm staring off into space. And we have those like coal veins. Can we find sulfur veins around here? This is where the game's gonna tell me like there's no sulfur for miles. Ooh, okay, I mean, that's kind of far away, but should I go take the vehicle to like go find the sulfur? The coal veins are like coming from like a million miles away. So I do kind of feel like I thought about taking the vehicle, but I didn't want to take it this far. It's such a pain to like get over all these belts. Kind of just want to stall out the last like 2 minutes till the ship lands, and then I think I'm just gonna be done for this run. What's in the shop? How many tickets do we have? 1. Amazing. I'm gonna harvest this slug in the meantime. I'm like, what if I need this slug for research? Do I need the slug for research? I need like 100 of those like quantum things. What is this? What is this like? You scan for crashed ships? I remember getting the radar before and being pissed because it like sucked so badly. I think there was legit like satellite technology in this game at one point. I need those quartz oscillators. I need like 100 of those, and we'll just take like 100 motors. I must research because there's nothing else to do. Where is the quartz basket? I think it's like up here. Oh my god, that's a lot. I don't remember how much of it takes to like make one of these, so we're just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna take 400 and hope it's enough. I don't remember if they need anything else either. Like 6, because I need plates and cable. Okay. Do we have plates in the thing? Reinforced plates? We don't. Plates and the interdimensional storage. We have 3 out of 100 power slugs. That's crazy. And we're uploading steel pipes right now. Okay. The freighter has re-entered. Yeah, the problem is I have like a competing resource now, right? I need this cable for the quartz oscillators for the scanner thing, but I also need it. Oh, I should honestly, I think I need 2 hard drives set aside, but I should probably do research on like one of the hard drives. Apparently we have a drive that we just didn't convene. Oh, there's like a drive in there now. Scan the hard drive. I don't even remember what the heck we're doing. We're going to the milestone, right? Okay. I need 200 of these. Let's put all these here for now. Put the 200 of these in. The 400 of these inside. And let's sort. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this petroleum coke, so I'm tempted to just like throw it in the awesome sink. I need 150 more motors. I think I've literally already forgotten the rest. I have like a billion cable. That should be enough. I need frames, which I think are downstairs. I think the frames are in here. I've heard of this artist before. I do not remember their voice sounding like this. And I'm like, what the fuck has happened? That's like that fucking like puberty hits different kind of shit. Like, what is this? Wow, we put them all in there. Nice. The song is like really quiet for me. Honestly thought this was like a Neurosama cover or something. I think these are running low. I guess that makes sense. We're making like a bunch of these. I guess like once those back up, we'll start building frames again. Which is bad because it's going to take a long time. Because I thought like, wow, wouldn't it be awesome to put this super extra long double-decker storage bin thing here? I need to ditch some of this stuff. Way too many iron rods. I think the problem too is that the iron rods are like a permanent fixation in the interdimension because I'm pretty sure we're feeding them into the thing. So I am going to ditch all the iron rods in my inventory. I'm gonna hope that doesn't bite me in the ass at a later point. Because we haven't used. I'm probably gonna ditch these too because again, I think we have those feeding into interdimensional storage. I'm just gonna feed the petroleum coke as well. Okay. I need cable. A lot of cable. We're 100 in the thing. We need 1,000, so I need like 900 cable. I'm so glad this only stacks to 200. It's like 5 stacks, I think. And then I'll probably just keep an extra. Because we need this for like powers grid stuff a lot. Or I could feed it into interdimensional storage. You know, interdimensional cable storage. It could actually probably be like a really good, that'd be a really good thing to put in interdimensional storage. The problem is I need spheres for like all this, and I don't have a lot of spheres. Or a way to get a lot of spheres. Which is where the other part of that, like,
Milestone reached. Manufacturers can receive up to 4 inputs for the production of complex parts, such as computers and heavy modular frames, but most importantly, the 2 new project
actually we
parts.
can just make computers here.
The modular engine and adaptive control unit are essential for the development of Phase 3 of project assembly. You are making good progress. The future is starting to look bright.
Fuck. I'm having a whole bunch of flashbacks about shit that we're gonna have to make at some point. Remember why we need the plastic? It's so we can make them circuit boards, and we're gonna need the circuit boards to make the computers. And I don't remember what the computers do, but I feel like it's important. Alien technology. Let's get like the. Fuck, I think we can only make 11 computers. It's gonna take like everything in our inventory to make 11 computers. And then we're gonna send them all for this purpose, I guess. And then you make quartz oscillators as well. The song is so much more like there compared to that last song that was playing. I made like a macro for this because I got sick of waiting for it. And my macro is gone because I haven't played, and I was like, why do I have this macro? I kept hitting it by mistake, trying to hit space, because my space bar is broken up into like 4 separate keys. I can each have a macro each. I was like, fuck. I was like, I don't need this, and so I took it away. And then, yeah. Now I don't have it. Now I have to sit here and hold my mouse click like a pleb. Hope we didn't need plastic, because I just used like all of it. Quartz, sulfur, alien technology. What does this do? Power augmenter. I hope it's not like the power grid augmenter. Production amplifier sounds cool as hell though. One of these is gonna make me severely disappointed, I feel like. It's probably the one that I'm building. What do we need for this? Reanimated Sam and pipes and copper wire. This is my jam. I lied, this isn't my jam. This song is not. Now that's not what I would call music. Where my brain wants to go with this one. Apologies if this is your life's work. It just isn't my kind of jam. The song is called Virus by Sacristop, and it's saying congratulations, you won. I feel like my computer feels less safe just having this play out of its speakers. Why is there not like others? Why is there not a fancy way up to the very top of the factory? And I remembered I built this very fancy way to the very top of the factory. It just doesn't even go to the top. I lied. There is no fancy way to the top of the factory. I think you have to like go up here. This is definitely. I don't know what to say. I was gonna say song, music, it's lyrics. This is a song, yes. I should have put these on my to-do list. I don't know how much of this we need. I think it's like a 6 ratio. I need metal pipes. Wherever we keep the pipes. I honestly don't remember though. This is gonna be. Are you full of pipes? Are you full of beams? Are you full of pipes? You are full of pipes. Congratulations, you've won. I think I always do that. I always look at the chat because it's like over there on the screen. So like, you guys are like right there. So like, I should have said congratulations, you've won. Then I'm like actually looking at the audience, you know? My brain just always goes over to this side because that's where like the actual chat is, but like. Dude, I probably want this milestone at some point. So that one's like easy to get. This one's gonna be a pain in the ass because it takes like 1,000 copper. Actually, that might not be so bad. Some of them are not like making a bunch of AI limiters. It's only enough for 30 animated sand. I remember how many we need. We've been playing for 2 hours. I'm gonna regret sitting here and having to hold this button down. I'm gonna wish maybe. Ooh. Okay, I think I moved the macro key, but I think it's still there. Alright, let's just take a drink, talk about life, contemplate our actions. I had a bunch of eggnog, but I left it on my desk too long, and I'm like, I don't think I should drink this. I'll probably die. Did not take half as long to make those as I thought it would. I'm like, I was fully prepared for like 2 minutes of like stalling, and then didn't have to do that. What do you know? Do this. We need 100. Oh my god. Just add this to the to-do list. edit my to-do list. I hit escape, but my mouse left the window. So I need you to. We need like at least like 50 more of these. Right, we need 306 animated Sam. I probably don't want to take the steel pipes out of like the other dimension just yet. Oh, there's like steel pipes in here. Alright, I need more steel pipes. Sort. How many pipes do we need, bro? There's so many. I feel like that's like, we're like over the limit, right? We have like 1,000 out of our required 153. I think I've misinterpreted the, we need 306 Sam. Well, I can fit 200. Because I messed up. I need to put the pipes back. Put like 2 stacks of these back, honestly. There's like way more wire than I thought we need to. I feel like if I was smarter, I would have like. I feel like I'd be better at like keeping mental track of like what amount of stuff we need. I'm so tempted to like throw a bunch of these into that awesome scene because I feel like surely this is like one of the end game technologies, right? I bet we'd get a lot of points for these. Oh yeah, okay. Making Sam fluctuators, sorry. Well, this will probably be quick, I guess, because last time didn't take really that long as well. So anyway, that's just saying. There's eggnog on my desk. I probably shouldn't drink it. It's been there for a while. I've been drinking for 2 hours. It's probably been there the whole 2 hours, if not some little extra. So I wouldn't recommend that. And yeah, every now and then I think like human beings are kind of invincible. I've talked about this before, so but like, and then I realized like they just don't do dumb stuff. Because then it's like you think like. You're like, oh, it's impossible to die and like be killed in modern society. And then someone eats like a Tide Pod and you're just like, shit, man, that's it. That's the end. Like, that's how it goes, you know? I do not want to make all these. I'm just gonna like start eating my steel out of storage. Hard drive's getting complete. Cheap silica or fused quick wire. Oh, this could be interesting. Because it takes rubber. Petroleum coke, and I need a way to get rid of petroleum coke. It's not producing power. I'm gonna take this actually. We'll play with this later. I'm thinking, fuck, do I need to do this actually? Because I'm like, we have plastic coming from one. This is actually gonna be way better, I think. I'm sorry, I'm like debating this out loud, and I feel like I'm dumb because I'm like going back and forth. I think this will be better because we need copper sheets for the other stuff. It takes 20 rubber and 40 petroleum coke. We'll make like 120 petroleum coke. I'm thinking like, they make 5 per minute. What's the other recipe? It's like actually. Let's see assembler. What's the assembler have to take to make that? How many does this make? 7.5. That is a bit more. I'm debating. 7.5. Remember that number. 7.5. Was that actually more? I think I said it was more, but I'm like, was it really more? 7.5? And that was 7.5 compared to 5 per minute. The other one would be a lot easier to make though. Like, I could probably get like 3 of these up and running. That's 15. Or I could get 2 of the other one up and running. I should have left the assembler there because I'm gonna have to like pulse it again. I'm trying to plan out logistically like what do I do for this. This is 15 per minute for copper sheets, which isn't terrible either. I think like how much copper sheets is like 1 thing for 30 makes 15. That's my only complaint, right? It's like, that's a pain in the ass to like set up. I need 2 copper veins for that. And then I need to bring it to the plastic. And the other options, like we just go over there at that factory thing, we just make electronic cards there. And I think I'd like that so much better. I think my life would be so much happier if I just did that. Alright, we're gonna take the recipe. We're gonna take this, I think. And then I don't like either of these. I think we're gonna rescan this. Frick! I don't like either of these either. This one's really dumb. Paraquartz crystal. In fact, I don't even use this for stuff. This one's like decent, but we have like our cable problem kind of like figured out already. And those are kind of lame, to be honest. Are we doing like alien technology? We're gonna do this thing. Oh my god, do I actually do this? What if it sucks? Generates power based on the total amount of power on the attached power grid. What the fuck? I don't understand, bro. Or I could get a production amplifier. What does this do? Doesn't say anything. Won't let me research what this is. How come this one will tell me what it does, but like the other one won't let me see it? Is it like all of production just gets amplified? Because like I'm totally about that. Production amplifier satisfactory. Bro, official satisfactory wiki. Production amplifier dubbed slooping or overslooping is a mechanic that allows select factory buildings to increase their output without increasing their input cost. The cost of inserting summer sloops and a huge increase in power demand. That sounds kind of OP, but it also sounds like it will cost a lot of electricity. And I guess that's why the other one kind of goes with it. So the summer sloops being limited in quantity, it's recommended they primarily be used for production amplification at the end of a production chain instead of in one or more intermediate productions. But the pioneers for use them whenever and however they wish. Amplification slots. Production amplification increases the amount of products produced by a given machine, or in other words, reduces the cost to produce a given part. Those are being amplified will produce a low droning noise and emit red and purple steam when active. That sounds annoying. Oh, so these really only goes for like certain things. Smelter constructor has 1 amplification slot. There's like foundry, refinery, converter, manufacturer, alright, whatever. We'll just do the power thing for now, I guess. Even though I don't know if it's really gonna like help me in the immediate future. This might be like a waste, to be honest. But there is more stuff down that tree, so we'll just see what it unlocks, I guess. Although this does suck because we're like using like a summer sloop for it. But whatever. What magical technology give you
Power augmenter unlocked. Summer sloops naturally harvest. Yes, harvest energy from distant sources and distribute it locally. The power augmenter supercharges summer sloops by feeding it local power, increasing its harvesting range and efficiency, and thus power output. Basically, the more power it's given, the more it provides.
Do not move the loop organ. It will shred and tear and unravel the threads. Many temples burned.
Good to know. That confirms that hypothesis.
Especially if that thing actually says that, like, it said there's a limited number of these. I feel like that means like, why would you waste these on power? I feel like if you could get like double the parts for free. Can I add this to my to-do list? And crystal oscillators, 100. Something would like break down the crystal oscillators 100 that were on the to-do list as well. It didn't. It just was like, all right, good luck. Okay, we need motors. Reinforced iron plates. 400 of them. I have enough quartz crystal. actually, that's not true. Because we only have 2 of these. Like 100. Okay. We need 1400 cable, 1800 crystal. Motors. Wait, am I doing that thing again where we like had motors? We only needed like 100, right? I think I see what's happening. Sorry, I don't want the bar to be purple because I want to like pull from interdimensional storage. We need cable. And then quartz crystals. Probably should have put in my inventory first because like I have to make those before anything. So let's put this in here for now. And then we have a crystal oscillator on us. We don't. Okay. We'll save that last inventory slot for where the actual oscillator goes. And we'll just casually stall for time, I guess. As we do. I'm hitting my, there we go. It's like I hit the button like 4 times, it wasn't working. Let's probably go, that's like that 36 like divisor, probably make this go kind of fast, perhaps. I really should like, I put the tools in the interdimensional storage and then put them back in the interdimensional storage, like the scanner thing and then like the portable mining thing. Can those go in there? Try to put the summer sloops away. I'm watching our supply like dwindle in real time. And the spacebar is still being held. Shit's broken. Okay, more quartz crystal, like a bunch more. This is gonna be such a pain in the ass. I should just have, I don't know, I'm torn between like I should have a machine that makes these and then like how often am I gonna, I haven't reached a point in the game where I need these yet. That said, I wouldn't be surprised if they're needed for like more quantum stuff later. For now, we're just here for the watch party, I guess. I should have checked. Sorry, I should have checked if I could put the other things into the storage, you know? The chainsaw. This is like I'm literally watching paint dry right now. We need more cable. Oh boy. Okay. Can I put this in storage? Holy shit, you can. Okay. Based. Alright, let me go. If we ever need them back, we'll just pull them out. Amazing. The inventory space I freed up to grab cable. Television. Honestly, I should put the AI limiters in there too. Cause like, what am I using these for? I'll be using them for like splitters at some point, but like, and these already have these in there. Might as well put the rest of them in there. And same thing with these. Waiting for the day that like the production of this factory can't keep up with like the stuff that we're pulling out of it, right? So I feel like it's already kind of happening. We're just manually taking and like draining the resources, right? Like someday we won't have enough. I don't know, I feel like Fall Guys music for some reason. Feels very like. Oh, we need the object scanner back, apparently. Here we go. This song has become like, what the fuck is happening? I can't help but feel like I could have done this like next stream, you know? This is fine. I've heard the song before, but like in the 90s, it's like a Spice Girls remix or some shit. What is this? I'm gonna end up listening to like an Ave Maria at this rate. Like listening to piano music on stream a lot because it just like, I feel like it's nice. Like, I don't know why either, because it's like, yeah, I guess like modern music has like bass. You could like break dance to it and stuff, you know, but like, I just feel like nice piano, like just makes me feel happy or like calm. Maybe it'll put me to sleep, I don't know. I'm trying to wait until like, I want to change the song, but I'm like, if I stop now, then I'm just prolonging progress, right? I might as well just like suffer. I could suffer for like 10 more of these to get made, and then I'm like free. I think we're pulling iron plates from storage, which isn't great. Need like one more of these. Okay, we have done it. And the object scanner hopefully just pulls from storage. I'm like, I legit can't do this. It's not terrible, but like, I listen to this, it's probably really, really fucking quiet. I apologize. Right. Let's do the radio signal research. I don't even remember where it is. I think it's under. No, okay. I have no idea where it is. What was it? Sulfur? It was the one that these things, quartz. Here we go. Yeah. Missing materials. I need the object scanner back from the void. Give me that. Give me that back. I'm just gonna autosave. I was gonna, I don't know. I guess if I do it now, then it autosaves. If my game explodes, I'll be able to do it. But if it doesn't explode, then it's like I still just have the stuff. I'll just do it later. Alright, quartz. Here we go. I can't do it. Okay. Just. I was like, the radar. My brain can't even begin. What does that do?
Object scanner magnetic sensitivity increased. It can now detect the signal of any hard drives at crash sites in your region.
Wow. Amazing. I guess I better keep one of these on me or something. They seem super important and they're definitely very goated now and absolute must have. Not like this thing that I've just been. Can I put Sam in the other dimension? I should probably do more like dang, we really don't have a lot of plastic. I need beams. Where's my beams at? I feel like I'm so tempted to like, I'm just trying to squeeze like the last little bit of progress out that takes the least amount of effort for me as possible. But I'm also realizing to do this, I'm gonna have to go to like the other, I'm gonna go to the place to get the plastic. Like, I'm not gonna get a free lunch out of this. We're already limited in what we can do in this capacity. What are you doing? Producing copper sheets? There should be more like down here somewhere. Wait, is this thing full of sheets? Do you have backup copper sheets? It's just been here all along and I've just been pulling from production. Nice. Okay, well, glad we did that and probably sabotaged our own factory somewhere. Okay, I need these going here. Nice. I just have way too many copper sheets. I grabbed way more than I needed. Okay. Throw it in the extra dimension, I guess, or whatever. Throw it with the rest of them. I need beams. I'm really regretting the inability to teleport plastic to my current location, which makes me think I really should have just set up like a thing that just like sends it on over, you know? This like makes beams, but like it doesn't have backup storage for beams, which makes me think like our beam potential is being hampered. Just kidding, we have plenty of beams, then there's never a reason to make any more of these. We have these in storage? We do, but we don't have a ton of them. Wait, why do I feel like the queue shrank? Is there like a limited number of slots for the dimensional depot? Is that what I'm missing? If I take these leaves out, can I put more stuff in? No? Did we just always have 4 slots? Okay. I'm like, I think I'm losing it, bro. I'm gonna put the 5 computers in and I'm gonna hopefully clutch up a space. But like, I feel like this was bigger before, so I'm like, what's going on here? I'm afraid that that space is gonna go and then there's not, like another one's not gonna pop up. Okay, no, I'm just losing my mind, it's fine. Yeah, put more beams in storage. Alright, we need 400 of these. So, grab more beams. And then we need to magically conjure plastic. Which isn't gonna happen. So I have to go all the way back out there and go grab the plastic. But I'm thinking like, if I'm gonna do that, I might as well like... I was gonna say I might as well go out there with the resources to like build the, like we need assemblers, right? I don't know why I researched this. This was so stupid. This was such a waste of time. Do I take the vehicle? This is... This feels so stupid. I talk about this every time this song comes on, but it always just reminds me of that scene from Twilight. This will forever be like the Twilight song now. I wonder if this guy knows like his entire life's work has just been like reduced to some shitty song in like a movie for high school teenagers. You think he's like okay with it? Is he just like, this is expose my music to so many people and will find a new appreciation of the arts? Or is he just like, I can't believe you disgraced my fucking artwork like this? What the fuck is wrong with you people? Like, where do you think he stands on like the side of the spectrum for this? You think he's into it? You think he's like, fuck this? These people have ruined my work. Actually, I don't even know if this guy's still alive now that I think about it. There's like a Satie. He's like a pretty famous piano composer. He lived like way more recently than I thought he did. I thought he was gonna be like old AF. I was like, this music must have come out like 200 years ago. I think he died in like 1980. I was like, what the fuck? Let me look this up. I've got I instantly opened the YouTube music. Oh, he died in 1925. I lied. He's a little bit more in the past, you know, but even still, I feel like that's almost recent. Well, really, that's like 100 years ago. As of like next year, that will be like 100 years ago on the dot, which is Kind of crazy to think about, because sometimes in my brain I still just think it's like 2000, and I'm just like, yo, like, you know, I'm like, oh, 1990 was like 10 years ago, and then it's like, it's like, oh, fuck, like 30, it's like, no, it's like, that's like a lot of years ago, it's like 35 years ago, like, what the fuck? So, yeah, anyway, TLDR, I'm pretty old. Yeah. I'm gonna upload these Dimensional Depot. I'm gonna grab, I don't know, like how much of this do we need? Should I just like manually bring it back? This is what the train would be for, because I don't have one. So I'm just gonna manually pack mule all this stuff back to the base. So I think, what do we need for like the? Hang on, what is it? What does that thing take? The recipe. It needs petroleum coke and rubber. We don't have anything making rubber, so that's one part of the problem. What do you make? Crude oil. I don't know why I asked that question. This was so stupid. What the fuck? Select recipe. What does it take to make rubber? I think I had like this setup half plastic, half rubber before. I think I fucked it up. I think because I realized like I should have mixed them. I thought this would be dumb because I was like, oh no, I'm just like, I'm gonna, oh no, I need concrete. What is that, a refinery? I'm just slap this on down. I'll put foundation, I just need to do this for a second. Okay, so it produces, it takes 30 crude oil, makes 20 rubber, and then 20 heavy residue oil. And I think this makes 120 crude oil. So I think what we plan to do is I put 2 of them down. Wait, it takes 30. But you make 120. But you make 120 as well. But all of these consume 120, okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something with heavy oil residue. I think we can make, wait. I think I fucked up one of these. No, okay, this is crude oil making plastic. And this will make heavy oil and plastic. Okay, and then I'm like lost, okay. Okay, and then you can make petroleum coke with 40 of this per minute. Okay, so if we make like, I think we're golden in a way, because I think we'll make like 2 of these. Let me write this down. So 2 of these will make 40 heavy oil residue. Yeah, so we want 4. 4 refineries making rubber, I think. And then 2 refineries making petroleum coke from that oil residue. Let me like, how can I edit my to-do list? Why is there nothing there? Why can't I edit? Here we go. Okay. I think we've gathered sand. That's fine. Gathered sulfur. I'm gonna do that at a later point. We have the 2 hard drives for compacted coal, so that's gonna done. I'm gonna move this up on the list because it's like closer to being done than the sulfur thing is. Okay, so 4 refineries for rubber. 2 for heavy. I think 2 for oil residue. I'm gonna spell petroleum wrong. I'm typing in the corner if you can't tell. 2 oil residue for petroleum coke. And then assemblers for circuit boards. No, remember, I'm out of room. I can't type anymore. Add more steel and water. I'm just gonna take this off the list. And this one off the list as well. that's it. I almost hit the clear list button. I probably would have cried. Okay, I need to upload concrete to the other dimension as well. Yeah. Alright, there's nothing for me to gain here, so I guess we go back. I think I'll go back. I'll do this research. We'll load up on the concrete. And I'll probably leave that other oil extractor for like experiments with like fuel and stuff, and just bottling and unbottling stuff. I don't know why I put it on the smelter on the to-do list so I can edit the other list. Yeah, I think next time, which should maybe be tomorrow if we're like lucky, like 10 p.m. MST, which is the planned stream time that almost never actually happens. Don't hold your breath, there will be a stream tomorrow at some point. If I'm smart, maybe I'll do it early and then be like, oh, well, I streamed, and then we can like get it out of the way, which seems like a bad way to look at it, but I just want to stream more, but I have a really bad habit of like not streaming at like reasonable times and or just streaming consistently. Okay, don't let me forget to put concrete in my inventory and also in interdimensional storage before I leave. So I'm gonna do this right now before I forget, like the Slipknot song. There's only 500 in here. The concrete's going to places, being used for other purpose. Which makes me think we need more concrete output. What's all the concrete being used for? Is it to make beams? So we can steal pipes right now. Steel pipes and not any beams because the beams are full. Like, how many steel pipes are we actually using? It's kind of crazy. Right, I'm just gonna take the 500 from here. I want to stack these in like order of completion. Just upload 500, I guess, and keep the 500 on us. Probably gonna need more than this, is what I imagine. I'm probably gonna have to ramp up concrete production, is what I honestly also think. There's probably a bunch of stuff backlogged here, which makes you think like you probably need more than these, or these need to be overclocked. But the problem is I don't know how much is actually coming into here. So there's that. We have like 12 of these. So what if I just like, there's no way that 120 concrete's going into these. I think we'll up these by like, we'll put it like at a 60. That's 67. Maybe we'll just put them at like 90 each. And then we'll see how it goes. That makes like 30 concrete a minute. Look at them go. And then if this box looks like it's draining it all, we'll know that we're like under provisioned or over provisioned. So far, it looks like the box isn't draining. It's like twitching. You can kind of see it. I don't know if the stream's picking it up very well. Alright, well, I'm just going to leave that then. Here, push the baton. Watch the ship blast off into the glass.
Avoid the embarrassment of placing liquids in your pockets only for them to spread across your suit.
Wow.
Package and unpackage them with the
So
packager.
real for this.
Packaging fluids allows them to
It's
be
the glass,
transported in your
bro.
inventory, on conveyor belts, and by vehicles. For increased, non-pocket related fluid storage, you can now use the industrial fluid buffer.
Yay, the industrial fluid buffer. Packager. I remember this. I remember having like a whole floor dedicated to these, and it was a giant pain in the ass. I don't know if this experience will be I don't know if this experience will have been made any better. I'm just about to experience the most painful part of the game all over again. Right, I'm gonna scan one more. Oh, we're never gonna be here in time for that research to finish. Alright, I do think that's it though. My brain is tapped out. I'm tapped out, and I do kind of want to actually like take these things things to the. Okay, you know what? One more order of business before we go. I think music is playing, but it's so quiet. Yeah, we'll just take all these. You know what? And then if it fills up, if it's like overfilled, I felt really stupid. Except like I've done this to myself, and now I have to go clear the conveyor belt. I could have dragged them here, but I was too lazy to walk, so all I did was like mass deposit them. Let them go. They're off on their own in the world out there. Alright, I think that's it. Let's save the game and exit the game, and then I'll show you the room one last time. And then yeah, now you can really hear the we've already started 2 DM or whatever. Okay. Oh, my foot is super itchy. The air here is getting drier and drier, and it's great. But then, I mean, it's just making me constantly itchy, and every time this time of year, I'm like, maybe I'm getting diseased and will die soon. But usually it's just like, I go to the doctor, and he's like, just put lotion on, man. What the fuck? Why are you? So, yeah, that's just your reminder. Moisturize if you haven't. Have a good day, night, evening, whatever time of time it happens to be, wherever you happen to be in the world. Take care of yourselves. Be well. Everything else. There's a link to the Twitter below. It's full of shit posting. There's a link to the Discord below. It's full of me posting. I mean, we can hang out sometime, chat after stream with all the other people who hang out sometimes and chat after stream. It's also a pretty good way to figure out when we're going to be live next. Next stream is scheduled for 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Tuesday, which is today, later today, because it's like 2 a.m. right now. And the other stream will be Thursday, did I say 10 a.m.? I just meant p.m. 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Tuesdays and Thursdays are the stream days. Okay. I think that's it. That's all I got. Take care of yourselves. Be well. Have a good day, night, evening, whatever time of time it happens to be, wherever you happen to be in the world. And until we meet again, or even if we don't, thanks for being here. Every moment in our lives is spent as it comes, I guess. So you could have. I'm glad you spent it here. And thank you for your time. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. My lips are purely rambling at this point. That's all I got. Thank you. I don't know. Should I say like thank you for joining me at our host club or something? I don't know, I'm kind of like I'm like I wanted to integrate something like that, and then I kind of forgot. Like my brain literally ADHD'd to like me hitting the stop button on OBS. So that's what you get. See you tomorrow. Have a good whatever. All right. Goodbye.